So I got a new light set up, and I feel like it's a little bit too bright on my face, but at least I can use the green screen. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check on that. But I do love my new lights, though. They got RGB in the back. It's really nice. It's really cool. But anyway, I feel like it's too bright on my face. Like it's really really bright. But I'll figure that out later. Anyway. That's a task for today. What's up, Rad Kid? How you doing? My voice feels funny right now. I don't know what's up. I do not know what's up. So, Aquaman's cool. Let me tell you what my yesterday was. Basically, anything and everything I could do with Aquaman is what I was trying to do yesterday, including doing some work on Mera so that she could run alongside him, even at rank 6. Actually, let me check this real quick because I don't think I did that. I need to go back through her kit. Like I've been going through his kit over and over and over again. And I didn't do hers as much, but still need to. Yeah, the physical damage attack. Like she is just a DPS. There's nothing else. And so the reason why I'm asking that of myself is I put this here. This is HP though. I've removed that and put it to block. The reason being is that she's low right now. Aquaman is in block. If they run with Ocean Master, I'm making him very, very niche and specific, which I'm not sure I want to do that for her. But for him, yes, because him having block is actually good as a DPS, no, as a tank anyway, in my view. Hey, what's up, Hammer? What's up, Spike? Okay, that's what I was talking. I look very. Okay, that's what I'm wondering. If it's too much light, right? So I got the new light. I would show you guys literally if I didn't have to move everything around, but I got the new lights. And I don't know if it's like too bright. I don't know if it's too bright. So I'm going to have to figure that out along the way. I do have that brightness up though. I got that brightness up high. It comes with like a little hub and everything. It's really cool light setup. I should do that. I should put a picture of it on my Instagram. It's a really, really cool light setup. I do have the brightness pretty high. Oh no, it's low here. Okay, sorry. Anyway, so she has no block amount, but I did put block there so it would help trigger off Ocean Master. But I feel like I'm relying too much on Ocean Master. But I was using Aquaman with him a lot yesterday. What are her badges? I didn't never check. While in front row, Mera will gain 1 stack of recuperate for 1 turn when her HP is sacrificed. Oh. While in back row, she will gain 1 stack of strong attack for 2. Oh. So what I'm about to do is this thing very quickly. Yeah. Okay, we are okay with that. Now, what's her next badge? What's up, Flip? Each time Mara's HP is sacrificed, her attack bonus is increased by max 40%. And damage reduction. Is her badge low-key amazing? Duration of recuperation and strong attack buffs increase to 2 turns. Damage reduction from Zeeble armor increased to 70% when activated while Mara's health is below 35%. Her badge is pretty damn good. Okay. Well, I can't do anything about her like rank right now, but I can check to see if I can replace this piece. I feel like I'm talking low and husky, but I have an echo in the room, and it's really, really disconcerting. I don't know what to do about it. I have HP over here on Dr. Phosphorus too. I know I didn't do the HP because of her sacrifice, because she's only sacrificing 5%. I love Aquaman. I love him. I love him. He is absolutely incredible. I don't. She only does 1 attack, so she shouldn't do crit. Plus, she hates crit because Wonder Woman. Ha 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 ha. I'll keep making that joke. I don't want to take that off of Sinette. This is the only one. Maybe I should switch these two. to be honest with you. These two need to be switched. Let me do that real quick while I'm sitting here looking at it. Replace. Replace. Okay. And then let me see if I can sort this by attack bonus, if there's anything that's here. I got plenty of attack up there. And one thing you guys may notice, oh, by the way, how much do I like Aquaman? That's why I'm focused on Mera right now. Like, that's the primary reason, is that Aquaman is amazing. Let me see this one. Yeah, I said crit. Aquaman is so good that I literally threw out the whole I have the bride and two of her characters, the creature commandos. I got the other two. And I was like, yeah. And I got them both to rank 7 as well. Like, I have enough ranks to take them to rank 7. Aquaman comes out. And it's like, instead of taking those two to rank 8, let me go ahead and take Mera to rank 8 immediately. I did suggest working on her. My Mera isn't, but and besides, she just had a rework. She just had a rework come through. I don't remember what her old kit is because I did not have Mera until I went for Aquaman, and then I got her on the way to Aquaman. So I did recommend her in the video, though. I think no, I know I did for sure because I did their videos back to back. I don't know if I should leave HP on her. I think I'm going to leave HP on her unless I have like a percentage attack. The crit is the thing that I'm wondering about too, but I don't know. She doesn't have any like AoE or multiple attacks. Although it does say that she's single target burst damage. Even though her basic only does 1 hit. 3 dolphins. Not really crit worthy. And this only attacks 1 person. Damn. Okay, so I'm going to have to leave that piece on her. No crit, no HP bonus or attack bonus. Alright, so it'll have to be like this. And I only put this to match here, but that's not necessary. Okay. I'll check this one too. I thought that was a percent piece. I was about to be real happy. Okay. Constantine. What does Constantine have over here? Do I want the block or the attack? No idea. Do I want the block or the attack? Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll stay with the block for now. This is going to look different when she's at rank 8, when I have her at higher levels. Right now, she's hanging, but she's at rank 6. When I get her up a little bit higher. Yeah, I'm not taking that off of any of these guys. Nope. In fact, he should have this switched up. I just put that on Peacemaker. Alright, no, I'm gonna have to let it ride. Okay, so we will go to Arena real quick. Actually, what Evil Falls is this? Did it change? Oh, it did change. Let me see if I can make something happen with her now. And then I'll go into Arena with Aquaman. I have been putting Aquaman in some of my like Evil Falls teams too, and it has helped. Matter of fact, it might be smarter for me to have Aquaman here. Oh, also, Judo Master's helped a lot too. I think he did in the Power Ring Evil Falls. Judo Master went nuts there, and he also went nuts on Ultraman, I want to say. I could take Peacemaker out and put in Aquaman. That will help. Let me see how this goes first real quick. Because it's been 2 weeks. I'm sure I've upgraded. Yep, there they go. All right, 98%. And I kind of want to see it. That's the other thing too. He does so much stuff on the field, and then when you go to the stats, you cannot tell. You cannot tell all the stuff that he does. It's ridiculous. It's one of the most like, I was gonna say Draymond Green, but it's one of the most like, you're doing so much, but if anybody looked at the stats, it would look like you were doing absolutely nothing. The fragile I kind of want out there, but I do like the defense downs, the changing the bleeds. Batman hits up. Okay, so we'll just do it like this. Okay. Although with Peacemaker, I was putting out more armor break. Wow, she sat down Kid Flash immediately? If she did that the last time, no wonder we didn't get any better. Ah, damn. So yeah, this is gonna be quick. I'm wondering if that was just luck that she just went at Kid Flash like that. I have to reread like the kits for the Evil Falls bosses. What's up, Grand Theft? Draymond Green. Draymond has the rare games he can go off when he isn't getting teed up and suspended. Well, but I meant more like, how do I put it? I don't. This is another player I don't necessarily like. Their game. I don't mean them as people. Whenever I say that about like sports, I don't mean them as people or anything. I mean like I don't like watching you play. Jason Tatum in the finals. Yes, Jaylen Brown should have been Finals MVP, and I love Jaylen Brown. But Jason Tatum, when people were saying about this, that, and the stats, it was like, yeah, but you have to watch the game because his floor game was actually really, really good. It's the setup to the setup. It's the hockey assist that's going on. That's like really what's he's doing a lot. You just can't see it in numbers. You have to watch. And I think Aquaman is that because when he puts up School of Fish, for example, that's not something that's fancy that you're going to see in the stats, but it is huge in terms of protecting your team and sustainability and giving Kid Flash, for example, or whoever you have, Pandora, a chance to like heal up your other characters. So when you have Nightwing drop below and Kid Flash wasn't there, Aquaman puts up School of Fish to protect Nightwing, and then Kid Flash has a chance to get around to his turn and do like an advanced attack, if not like an ultimate to heal up Nightwing. And that happens all over the board. So it helps your team. Like he helps your teams in ways that like the stats don't show. She is losing nothing. Oh, no, Jaylen Brown is amazing. The problem with Jaylen Brown is that he needs to. Well, no, dribbling has gotten better. He tightened up his handle from 2022 when he was going up against the Warriors, and Steph Curry decided to be like, I'm gonna go God mode. Yeah, he had dribbling issues then. But that's the thing. It has no cooldown, and on top of it, once you get past and do the first badge, he does it to himself as well. So if Nightwing goes through his ish, Aquaman fell. If Nightwing goes through his ish, then he gets the School of Fish, but then Aquaman does it to himself as well, which kind of helps him save it for himself later on because it's possible that he ended up getting School of Fish because of an AoE attack. That happens. Aquaman's low, Nightwing is low, and what I've seen is that he'll put the School of Fish on Nightwing and put it on himself, but that won't count towards it putting him on himself. Does that make sense? So then when Nightwing inevitably dies, like it keeps going, then Nightwing dies. What then happens is that later on, Aquaman, if he does fall below 65% again, he'll give it to himself because that first time didn't count. He was doing it for Nightwing. I feel like I'm not explaining it well enough, but it's really good. It's really, really, really good. And I think I'm doing a horrible job of explaining it right now. So our attack went down, and I took out Peacemaker. We lost percentage, but I don't know that Peacemaker was the one that was making that go that well anyway. Um, oh yeah, the whole Jalen can't go left bit. Yeah, he seemed to have gotten tightened up, but he did have a stretch where he was turning the ball. It was bad, and I hated it because I like him because he has heart. Like he has one of those. He's gonna fight to the end. I don't, you know what I mean? Like just the attitude. I like the attitude. Um, it feels like he has like an old school. I'm not gonna call my own fouls attitude. Anyway, and seeing him like have the most heart in that series of the Celtics in 2022, I was like, okay, no, I do like him. And I was like, yeah, he's the. Everyone talks about Jason Tatum because they said Jason Tatum in the beginning, so they want us to continue to be right. And Jason Tatum is amazing, but this one right here, though, Jaylen Brown has that heart. Okay, anyway, so not a sports stream, which maybe I'll do that one of these days. I don't know. I have to do it. I had a channel for that. I should do a new channel, but that's fine. Don't have time to do half the stuff I'm doing now anyway. So I want to try this again and see if Kid Flash falls immediately. The fact that my dude has genius level intellect and decided he wanted to be a baller is wild to me. He's such a fan. No. That's amazing in the sense of, yeah, do the baller thing and love it. You know, love it. I'm sure he has it. Okay, yeah, she takes out Kid Flash first every single damn time. But for real, you do that, and then you take that genius level intellect and that 400 million you make, and then you can do whatever you want. It just, yeah, okay, let me see. So she's targeting Kid Flash. Negotiated contact with MIT. That's crazy. That is crazy. And actually, I feel like this. Okay, no, she keeps hitting whoever's at the right. How do I handle that? She's gone right every single time. This, don't do this. Let me see. When does, since Grand Theft, since you seem like you are a hoop fan, when does the NBA season start? Because I just got like the red zone here in Switzerland. All right, now School of Fish should go up. Cool. I love Aquaman. Kid Flash will get a chance to heal him, and then we can go from there. Okay. When does the season start? Because I just got red zone for the NFL stuff, which is why I don't stream on Mondays. Sorry, guys. And now I'm trying to figure out the budgeting and everything for the next NBA pack, for the NBA League Pass. If I'm gonna keep like these 4 months where it's like NFL and NBA, since I've been single, have become a little bit more expensive because then I'm paying for League Pass and for the red zone, like for that 4 month span. And as soon as the NFL is over, I'm like, get this off of my account. Sup, farming those 10 crystals to get fish, man. To get fish talking, man. Huh? I'm finding while doing my own battle and team ups, I can only do. I've done it. I think there's a bug. I think there's a bug in team ups because if you do it on auto, if you do skip battle, even though your team did like 30% damage, if you then skip battle, it'll be like 4 or 5. And I'm like, there's no way it went from 40 to 5. But so then lately what I've been doing with team ups, I'm glad you brought that up. Lately what I've been doing with team ups, October 21st, thank you, Grand Theft, is I have been not skipping battle. I have other stuff I'm doing. So I'll like when I'm doing my team ups, today I'm gonna be cleaning my house because I need to clean my apartment. It is a mess. I'll do my team ups then and let it just run. Because I don't think the skip battle feature in team ups is working the way it should be. Okay, so we're in a good state right now in terms of what I wanted to do. Everybody survived. Thank you, Aquaman. We have the bleeds out there. She has weakened, so she can't really do much in terms of damage to us. But when I hit friends 6-star Superman. I win. My battle only 3 stars. Yeah, because it's on begin. It's like the 3-star thing. I can't get through poison ivy. Hold up. Wait a second. This is a 2-star Bizarro. What's going on? Oh no, it's the proportions. Okay. I really need to fix the lights. It's so it doesn't even feel bright because they're diffused in a way. But when I look at the screen to see myself, it's like I'm in an interrogation room. My skin is so white right now. They're so bright. I feel like I need to have a makeup lady come over here and put powder on me. All right, so we have like survived her school lashing onslaught, whatever that's called. So he can withstand. I need him here for that first bit that she does to whack whoever the hell that is over here. She gets enough weaken on her to where now it doesn't matter what she does. Now my problem is not doing enough damage to get her lower. And Peacemaker on there had her going at 98%. Ooh, Ocean Master's dead. I mean, he died at the end. The guy that uses flippers on his ultimate. I know who he is. But I don't understand what you meant by farming those 10 crystals. That's what I don't get. Are you talking about the shards? Okay, so we aren't doing. I don't know how I got to 98% then. I need to figure that out. Oh, that hurt everybody. And now he gives himself School of Fish. A little bit late, Aquaman. Just a smidge late. Oh, he gave it to Nightwing. And Nightwing's going to hit her with some frostbite too now. Okay, so. Oh, well, let me see. Continue. Let's see what the stats do say. What's up, Doom? Maxwell. Good night, all. Good to see you on stream. Thanks. Do you mean good night isn't like good night, or do you mean good night isn't good morning? Like, hey, I'm on the stream, or like, nah, I gotta go to bed. That's the problem at the time I stream. Okay, so I meant to look at the stats and I did it because I got distracted. I gotta get this last 2%. That's gonna annoy me. I think Aquaman is the right call over here in the left, which is funny. Batman up front. Kid Flash for the heels. Damn. I'm kind of stuck. Oh, the rainbow crystals. Got you. The ones for the badge. Got you. Okay, I'm off. Forgive. Okay, so frostbite is maybe I can kind of show it here. It took me a second to understand. It's like, well, no, let me not even say it that way. Let me sort this, and then I'm gonna try to show this on 1x so I can show you when it lands. It lands when you do an attack of frostbite, then it multiplies the attack, if that makes sense. So is Batman the problem here? Is Batman the issue? Aquaman is putting out. This feels stupid. This feels very, very dumb. This feels very, very dumb. All right, so in terms of frostbite, what ends up happening is you'll have Superwoman get infected or afflicted with frostbite. So once she has frostbite on her, yay for the weekend. Actually, that might have been what was helping me out. So see, frostbite is here, 1x. All right, so now the next time somebody does an attack with frostbite, oh my God, Aquaman fell immediately. How dare you? Well, now I can't show you the frostbite thing. But the next time somebody does an attack, it doesn't let me show. Next time somebody does an attack with frostbite, you'll see it stack. But then on top of that, the damage they did, let's say it's 100,000. That's the easiest way to go. The damage was going to be 100,000, but because of now there being frostbite there, it's a percentage of their attack. So let's say that I think it's 8%. So then it's going to be 8,000 on top of it, but then there's going to be another stack of frostbite there. So it's two stacks. So now it's 16,000. That. And so then each time you hit them with frostbite, the next time there'll be two stacks on there. You're going to hit them with frostbite, which will make 3. So then that'll be 24,000. I have really oversimplified the math, but that's how it goes. Now they have 3. You hit them with another attack of frostbite. That's a 4th. So now they have, 8,000? So now they have 32,000. So it's 132,000. I hope that makes sense. But Aquaman being dead here is not what we needed. Okay. Let's do it this way, actually, then. Health wasn't an issue for me. One more again. All right. If you watch Aquaman, he does 2 instances of damage, one set of numbers in his attack, and the second set. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was trying to show. You'll see over here when the frostbite goes. Okay, so you survived. You'll see over here when just like with bleeds, when the frostbite goes on the attack, you'll see this little icon leap off on the attacks. I know with bleeds, you're looking at it for like at the end of the enemy's turn that has bleeds. With this one, it is on the attack when they do attack and hit with frostbite. That's when it'll come off. So right here, see right there. So he just did it. You just saw it happen there to show you I like the fact that they show the calculation separately, actually, with the bleeds and everything else, so you can see how effective your bleeds and your actual attacks are. But it'll happen again when he gets his turn in the next like 4 turns. If we want to eye him. So yeah, it's up to 3 stacks now. What's going to happen is it's going to be a 4 stack. Does he do frostbite on his ultimate? No, he doesn't. Of course not. So, see there was the frostbite. That was actually really clear too. And now she has 4 stacks of frostbite. Okay, so I hope that helps. Especially now that I got his shorty too. Can't wait to try the team again. And this is the thing, because thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, XP. That's the thing too, is that I have already been. This is kind of fortunate for me. I've already been on Ocean Master, so I think that they do have some synergies together, especially the frostbite thing, the School of Fish thing, blah 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 blah. Ocean Master would be like the third in that little trio, even though his team synergy is god tier. I think it would be. I think his synergy might be third or fourth. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm trying not to overextend on using Ocean Master, because if you've watched this channel, I've done so many videos on Nightwing and Ocean Master being amazing, because they are, that I'm trying to diversify it up a little bit. I want to diversify my bonds. And so, yeah, they do go together though. They do go together really, really well. Okay, so it only does damage on the point of contact, not repeatedly every turn. Yeah, exactly. So if there's a character who has frostbite, let's say only, I think actually in the setup, only Aquaman does frostbite. Once he falls, frostbite isn't going to do any more damage at all. Good morning, Damon. Oh, you changed? Was your name always Damon Triple D? It was Damon something else, wasn't it? What's up, Pedro? Question: why aren't you using Mera with Aquaman? I'm trying to diversify. I'm trying to do everything. I'm trying to try everything. One, here, she doesn't necessarily fit, because you have Ocean Master, Nightwing. Nightwing is ranked 10. She's ranked 6. So maybe she would go here up front very well with Aquaman, and maybe I could replace Kid Flash with her, maybe, for this Evil Falls. But right here in this Evil Falls, Nightwing is way, way, way better. He's better than Mera to begin with in terms of block. He fits with Ocean Master better. Aquaman, I was giving it a shot to see if it would help here. I think it does well, but I think Peacemaker actually was better since I have Batman. They're running with the armor break and the fragile. So it might have been that Ocean Master or that Peacemaker is better. But I do want to do like Mera and Aquaman, and everybody else because he's incredible. I want to do some. I haven't done enough Aquaman and Pandora. Going to Grand Theft Auto next comment. Oh, you know what I might want to do? I knew I was forgetting something. Forgive me. Vorbisten Okay. A. Don't do that. Do that. Okay, cool. All right. Sorry, guys. So, okay. Now, this is what I mean. This is not doing nearly enough damage. And I want to check with Peacemaker next to see how it goes. And actually, this I can live here for a little bit. Okay, cool. Now, I just want to be sure because it took me a minute when I was reading it. I think you can even see in my older videos when I first started doing DC Worlds Collide where I was kind of like, what is this thing doing? This is weird. Oh, you used to have your last name and changed it. Yeah, better if you're gonna be like on my stream. Put it. You're on my stream and your last name is there. My bad, homie. My question: should I invest in Red Hood? Which is, I hope you don't mean Red Hook. Although Hook, awesome movie. I might watch that again. There's a. Okay, no, never. I'll say that in a minute. I think Mike. I think you and I have that joke about coffee from Luke Cage. I did happen to go out Friday with someone and have a cup of coffee, and I'm thinking about having us watch the movie Hook with a cup of coffee because there's enough cultural difference there for this person to have not seen Hook, and then for it to be an entertaining night. So that's my boy. Or should I invest on Shorty with the hoodie and two pistols? I like both of them. Ooh. Okay, so this goes to that rule of like gaming versus, heart. Like, do you? I would say Pandora first, although there's nothing wrong with Red Hood, and I want to take Red Hood up to higher levels, like rank 10. Eventually, there's no rush on him because he has the team synergy. It is a pretty good one, but there's so many others that are much better that don't like dissolve after the first three. Pandora and her heels and everything. And in fact, I'm going to run some Pandora now, especially if you're anticipating getting Aquaman from the guarantees or whatever. Be sure to pull on the right banner because I messed that up before. Then I would say Pandora may be more worth it to you because of the heals that Aquaman does for characters that sacrifice. It opens up doors for Pandora. So yes, I had almost my whole government out there and never thought they'd change. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, careful. I'm only mildly I have a false sense of security because I'm in Switzerland. It's like, no. But it's global though. The internet is all over the world. But yeah, so my fault, homie. Let me go ahead and set this up. So now, and this is gonna not, I know, because now I want to put Peacemaker in here because I think that is not going to be that much better, but I want to kind of confirm it to myself. All right, let's run this. Dustin Hoffman was more than a pretty good hook. Dustin Hoffman was the best hook. Rufio. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Dustin Hoffman was amazing. He was... Ooh. Grown Up Me. Was Dustin Hoffman better in Hook than Robin Williams? Not like all of them, everybody from like Julia, everybody was good. Everybody was amazing. I'm not saying that. But like, who made that movie more? Hook or Peter Pan? I might have to lean towards Hook. Because Robin Williams was amazing. Robin Williams was my favorite actors of all time. Rest in peace to a legend. But I feel like I'm going to say, I feel like Dustin Hoffman made that movie more than Robin Williams did. He was a very good villain. Like a very good, perfect for the, Yeah, I don't know about Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts got some. Apparently, Julia Roberts is black because she doesn't age. She's on that Angela Bassett program. I don't know how. I don't know how she managed it. I'm 5 Two-Face shards away from being able to fuse Lex. I already have him at rank 8. Not sure it's worth it. Whoa. Why would you fuse Lex if you already have Lex? Why would you fuse him if you already have him? Because then you're going to use all those shards to just rank him up with 40. No. If you, okay. Make sure I understand you, Brad. Oh, what's up, Brad? What's up, Damon? What's up, Mike? Sorry, guys. What's up, Grand Theft? Just to be sure I understand what you mean. You pulled Lex somehow or already have him somehow. And now you have 2 more shards to fuse him? Is that what you're saying? Or do you mean like you have Two-Face rank 8 and you're about to fuse the Lex? That part I got confused on. My apologies. Sup, Jesse? By the way, what did you mean you pulled the wrong one? Oh, just a warning. I think I even did it on stream where I was losing my mind. I came here to pull for Aquaman. I think it was Peacemaker. I can't remember who it was. And I accidentally pulled from the legendary recruitment. And it was a stupid. It's not. I can't blame anybody. I can't blame the game. It was just me being stupid. I can't blame developers. I can't blame streamers. It was just me being dumb. I pulled 5 here and screwed up some of that guarantee stuff. So that's why I was being funny. Just be careful where you pull, guys. Oh, that's a. I don't know why. It's like be careful where you pull. Just made me think of a guy who's working on a farm, and the guy says go milk the cows, and the guy milks the wrong cow, and the farmer's like, be careful where you pull. That's not a heifer. Anyway, so man, my brain goes into some weird places. Yeah, I think Hook made that movie, especially the reveal of him. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was so good in that movie. And I love Robin Williams in that movie. And the kids who were in it, the actors, the child actors, hopefully they're all okay, because usually child actors end up being like having issues. But that movie, honestly, from top to bottom, that was a good ass movie. From top to bottom, it's a classic. Andrew Woman is such another beauty. My God, she ages wonderfully. No, Grand Theft. She doesn't age. She does. She is a vampire. Her, Pharrell, Julia Roberts, George Clooney has been 50 since 1992. Samuel Jackson has been 60 since Coming to America. Morgan Freeman has been 70 since the 80s. Like, so they hit their age and they're like, yeah, I'm done. This is what I'm gonna be now. Okay. So now if I put Peacemaker in, I'm looking at the Batman damage. Like Betty White, I believe she passed. May she rest in peace. Betty White was like 80 years old for the last 40 years. I don't know how she did that. But it's like, yeah, I'm done aging now. I'm just gonna chill. Let me see. So let me see. So how did this go? Where did Batman's damage land? That's my indicator here. Batman died immediately because I put him in the wrong spot. That's where Aquaman has that advantage. A huge advantage. How did people get past this otherwise? Did they put like a Superman over in that corner? I could put a Superman DCU over here and an Aquaman here and then remove. But then I need, I don't know if that damage is going to improve. Okay, let's do that. Because then that's a Superman DCU there is like a guarantee that he doesn't fall. Aquaman, I'm relying on like how deep his health pool is and how much he's going to crit and. All right, so then we do this. Yep. And we really only got to get past that first attack. All right. So, bro, last night I did 10 of the purple crystals. Falling asleep, I mistakenly pressed the button again and I got blood sport. So that's where your luck is. You need to be in a state of a sleep, your sleep state, and then that's where your luck lies. That's what's going to get you the characters you need. The actor Rufio went on to do a pretty good career. You know, he does voice acting nowadays. Cool. Most notably, he's the voice of. I knew that because I looked it up with my daughter. I knew that because my daughter loves Avatar. That was one of the things where it's like, oh my god, it's awesome. I got her in on Avatar. Prince Zuko. Um, I downloaded the Avatar game for us to play together on PlayStation, but we're obsessed with that show. I forgot that he was the voice of Prince Zuko. Um, and Robin Williams in The Hook was amazing. Rest in peace. Morgan Mindy. Yeah, I remember Morgan Mindy. Morgan Mindy. I haven't seen that show since I was like 8. Bro, they drinking baby blood. That's why. Honestly, at this point, given what we've learned about our celebrities in the last 2 to 3 years, I don't know. Well, 5 years, 10 years. Damn, it's been yeah. Given what we've learned about them, I can't say you're lying. Because when I've said you're lying about other celebrities, that ends up being like, oh no, that they're a monster. Like, that's okay. I can't listen to any of that music again. Oh my goodness. Anyway, why aren't you doing nothing when she? Okay, I was about to say like, why is her animation's taking too long? Because it's at 2x. Okay, so yeah, that Superman DCU being over here in the corner, invulnerable, helps out a lot with the whip. I don't know why it's hard targeted here to the back left, but it is what it is. It makes it easier to plan for. Lots of plastic surgery. I don't know that I would say they're getting plastic. I don't believe Angela Bassett gets plastic surgery. Maybe some tighten ups, but like the ones who do, I mean, I guess surgeons have gotten better. The ones that do in Hollywood, it feels like you can tell. Like there's a difference between somebody who's like working out and somebody who's like getting work done, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to insult anybody. Well, put it this way. I said Betty White and George Clooney. Like Betty White, what surgery was she getting done? She was in her 80s. That's what I'm saying. She looked like she was in her 70s and 80s, like since the 80s. Same thing with like Samuel L. Jackson and Morgan Freeman. They've been old since they were young. They came out of the womb looking like they were 60 years old. I don't know if they were doing plastic surgery to maintain that. Bro, watch the movie Home. Wait, do you mean the animated movie Home? It's all about that. Wait, no, so you're talking about something completely different. Marissa Tomei is another Asian. Gosh, she is. Yes, she is. But wait, and make sure I don't confuse. Marissa Tomei played Aunt May in the newer Spider-Man, right? Oh, gotcha. Okay, so yeah, so she was. Okay, that's what you said. Wait, what happened to Aunt May? Oh yeah, I need to watch that third Spider-Man again. I only watched it one time. I've watched the others, Homecoming and Far From Home. No Way Home. I haven't watched it. I only watched No Way Home like once. I need to watch it again. Oh no, Nicole Kidman for sure. That's I was trying to think of a name where like I couldn't say like Angela Bassett, nah, Julia Roberts, nah, Nicole Kidman for sure. That was quick. Like if you told me Samuel L. Jackson, nah, Morgan Freeman, no, Tom Cruise, maybe. Oh, she became Uncle Ben. Oh, that's right. I never watched My Cousin Vinny. I hate saying that. I never watched My Cousin Vinny. She won an Oscar for that too, didn't she? Never watched The Wrestler. And I heard The Wrestler's an amazing movie. Never watched My Cousin Vinny. I haven't watched a lot of Marissa Tomei stuff. I just know of her existence in the zeitgeist, but I didn't never. I guess not. I thought I did, but I guess not. Okay, yeah, so we're not doing any more damage here. Not really. Unless there's going to be a rally at the end. Part of me wants, and I don't know why. I guess he's going to do it now. This exhaustion here, it fell off immediately. I want to put some kind of debuff out here to weaken her, which would be armor break. I guess that's what Batman's advantage was, but then and that's where Peacemaker was coming into. Secret societies using young people to stay young. Oh, we're gonna copy that one. There's a good date movie. All right. Where's my notepad? Here we go. Oh yeah, I gotta get the earthwork. Oh, I started playing. Oh, no, 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 no. Stop it. Stop it. My homie Stevie, you've heard me talk about him on the channel before. Um, Told me about the Marvel versus Capcom collection on PlayStation 5. So when I was doing nothing yesterday and recovering, uh, I was on that. And I say that only because now I see Earthworm Jim and Tecmo Bowl here as terms of like games I should be streaming. Um, let's see. I'm gonna pull out of the Evil Falls for a bit. Oh wait, I wonder if I can get any progress on these right now. Better yet, let's go back. I always feel like the other ones where they give you the shards is barely anything. It's not worth all the battle that you do to get what you get. I wonder if the bride should be in here over anybody. Probably not. Maybe over Peacemaker, but I do like the armor break, and I think I need to figure out a way to get that to work for the Evil Falls thing. Bet, bet, bet. Okay. Okay, My Cousin Vinny was a classic. I know I should watch it. I know I should watch it. Yeah, I heard The Wrestler's good. I've heard My Cousin Vinny's good. Home sounds like it's gonna be good. Maybe I should have a Marissa Tomei day. Ha ha! I didn't mean to rhyme that. I didn't like the that they offed her. It was a decent scene, but he doesn't need both his aunt and his uncle killed to inspire. True, but I think they never gave you any investment of an Uncle Ben in that version of Spider-Man anyway. There was no tragedy in his background other than the words, and they were trying to visualize it for you, I think. Um, let me copy. Let me copy. I know it's a classic, and she did win an Oscar, which somebody brought it up. I think it was a podcast. When's the last time somebody won an Oscar in a comedy? They do not. People do not respect comedies, and I'm sorry, but it's easier to. Is I think it's harder to make people laugh than cry. Um, let's see. My Cousin Vinny is an all timer. I love her and What Women Think with Mel Gibson. No, that wasn't Marissa Tomei. That was Holly Hunter. No, the woman from Mad About You. Isn't that her? And I love and what women think. I think is what it is, or what women want was the name of it. I remember seeing that movie for some reason. I was 12 and thought it was a funny concept, and I was like, "Oh, this is my first ever romantic comedy." But it wasn't Marissa Tomei. Was it Marissa Tomei? Don't you remember Marissa Tomei in A Different World with the red hair? She was not in A Different World. She was not. Was she really? Dog. Marissa Tomei is invited to the barbecue for real. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. I love her now more. Okay, I'm a huge Marissa Tomei fan now. Now I have to go watch all her shit, her stuff. I'm a huge Marissa Tomei fan now. End of discussion. Can't believe she was on a different. She was not on A Different World. I gotta look that. Oh, she was not on A Different World. I got MVC day one on my Switch. I was playing it. I was like, I'm not gonna do this. It made me feel happy. Like, oh, this is fun. This is cute. Okay, I probably won't be playing this for too long. And then fast forward to 3 hours later. I think I want Judo Master in here over Deathstroke, which is a wild statement. Let's go ahead and run this. I can't decide now. Aquaman and 9 or two others to. When you say two others, do you mean two other epics or do you mean like two other legendaries? I assume you mean two other epics. Who are the two epics you're talking about? Or maybe wait a bit and Constantine the 10. I mean, Helen Hunt. That was the woman from. Hey, bye. That was the woman from What Women Want or What Women Think, whichever the title was. 80s cartoon. Do you remember Kid Video? No, not at all. I was an 80 baby, a 90s kid. Not at all. Dog. Marissa Tomei invited to the barbecue. I'd be so happy. Hold up. I'm looking it up. I got to. Tomei. There she is. She's sick. Sorry, I'm screaming. She's 60 years old. There's no way. Anyway, I need to see TV shows. She was on a different world. Mother, dude. Y'all about to have me curse. Did not see that. You could have, man. You could have had me sit here for hours and guess what TV show she's been on. Let me tell you the ones that wouldn't have come up. Different World, Living Single, Martin, maybe Fresh Prince because they were in Bel Air. About it. You couldn't, nah, not Different World. I love you, Marissa Tomei. I don't know, but I mean, like, who are the epics, Pedro? Because if it's like Judo Master and Mr. Terrific, that might be like a situation. I would not put Peacemaker to 9 over Aquaman. I would do Aquaman to 9 first. Because Peacemaker, when you take him rank 9, he doesn't unlock any abilities. You might as well just take him to rank 10. Constantine to rank 10. Do you have Sinestro? Because then I wouldn't do Constantine. And if you have Constantine, then maybe Aquaman is even better if you like using him. Yeah. Okay, so we're not gonna win this one, so we can forfeit that. Yeah, Marissa Tomei was that girl. You'd be surprised what she's done from designing women, Spider-Man, Different World. She's been around for a minute, and she's always been like kind of floating, like not floating, but like everywhere. That's why I think I think there's another couple actors like that to me where it's like I know them, but I don't remember where they're from, but not because they weren't good, but because they've been so much. I don't want to say in the background sounds mean. It's not like in the background, but you know what I'm saying. They're the supporting actor in like 100 different things. They're not like the star of it. And so you just know their faces. But when you say like, oh, what have you been in? You're like, damn, what have they been in? Because they've been in everything. Told you from, yeah. I do not remember her from that. I don't remember her from that at all. Bane, Bizarro, or Vixen? No. Vixen getting buffed for block? Yeah, but I would wait to rank her up until you see what the actual buff is. I wouldn't rush that. Let's see what happens with it and then decide. Bane, I do like Bane, but no. And then Bizarro's getting a rework too, so just wait and see what that is. So far, I would say rank 9 to Aquaman would be my answer to that one. What's wild is watching old shows like Spencer's for Hire from the 80s and seeing folks. Yeah, that's what I used to. I can't remember who it was, but seeing those shows when it's like, oh, they were just starting out and then they become legendary like actors. And it's like, but wait, you were in, what was the show? Oh my God, I just forgot it. Kim Fields is in it. It was an 80s show. Kids, Orphans, I think. Oh my God, I can't remember the show now. But anyway, you'll see them in that show, for example. And then next thing you know, that was like, oh no, that was George Clooney. I have Sinestro at 7. Then as far as like tactical damage dealers, I know Constantine's really good. I'm not going to take him rank 10 so long as I can work on Sinestro. But that's me though. Nah, bro, she's in that movie. Trust me, she's one of the girls with Mel. Okay. I thought when you said that she's in that movie, you meant that she was the star of the movie. Okay. No, okay, gotcha. I hear you. All right, so there goes Fawcett City. Let's do Elseworld. Why do I hate Elseworld so much? It really does feel like laborious to me. Actually, let's just go with this one. Okay, so pulled guy today, but I don't have Mr. T. Any team to run him with or just wait? If you have other priorities, I would say just wait, but you can run him with like Jessica Cruz and Lex. You give an extra bit of shield from his passive which helps Jessica Cruz hit harder on her stacks, if that's a team you're even working on. Other than that, he is good for the first level of the first league boss. When you're doing your league challenges, that first stage, when you're going against the Parademons, he's pretty good there if you're having troubles with it. Facts of life. Thank you, Facts of Life. Oh, I'm so glad that everybody in the stream is old like me. Facts of Life was it. Thank you. That was gonna bug me because I didn't even know how to search for it. I just can remember like the picture and the kids and all that other stuff. It's the Facts of Life. Anyway, let me stop. I have like 0 damage on this team outside of like Black Manta. Lord have mercy. Well, I mean, yeah, Bloodsport does damage too. Okay. But does he though? All right. Lawrence Fishburne, I remember, was when he was Larry Fishburne. It was Apocalypse Now. I think I know him from, but not Kings of New York. I'm about to fall into a Marissa Tomei IMDb filmography wormhole, Mike. I am much older. No, just sing that Forever Young song by Jay-Z. Hopefully you can still, and they don't find out in 6 months that he's somehow a monster too. The thing is how like everybody I like in music turns out to be like an absolute demon apparently. Does Vigilante? No, that's not fair. Because I never liked Diddy. I never liked him at all. Okay, anyway, does Vigilante get much better at Ank? He's been okay, but not great is my experience. And Sam Jackson became Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. He's good, not great. That's what I'll say. Like you're about right on that. He does good damage. However, if you have other damage options like Green Arrow, another agile damage dealer, I'm not going to recommend that you rush to build him. You didn't get Judo, but you did get Aquaman, so congratulations. He does fit in there with. So if you're doing Judo Master and you want to use his team synergy, what am I sitting here like? Let me just hurry up and get through those. And you want to do a team synergy, he does take the role of anti-hero, so you can actually do that. But then I can do that with the Bride, Creature Commandos, which are Weasel and Dr. Phosphorus, Red Hood, Peacemaker if you have them. You can do, there's not a lot of anti-heroes. That's the other part of it. So then if you want Judo Masters team synergy, you kind of need Vigilante if your roster isn't that deep. But if you have other options to get that team synergy when you want it and you like the way that it looks, and it's like you have other epics that can take the role of damage dealer, it's not like he's great. He's not. Judo Master is amazing. He is good. Peacemaker is better than good. So, yeah. Very good damage dealer, but kind of lost in the shuffle. I think I need to go make another cup of coffee. See Forever Young makes me think of Rod Stewart. Oh, boy. Sorry, it makes me think of Jay-Z. Me singing that. I think, was it Frank Ocean on it? I wanna be. I mean, it was a sample from that, isn't it? Wasn't that a sample from Rod Stewart? Yeah, I've got Green Arrow ranked now. Yes, I'm saying like Green Arrow critting, AoE damage, Vigilante good, Green Arrow better. Without Judo Master in the mix. You have to watch Kings of New York with Christopher. Why have I never heard? I thought I knew what you meant by Kings of New York, and now I feel like I've never heard this movie before, Pedro. Sorry for saying your name with so much on it, Pedro. Yeah, I already have Peacemaker and Red Hood at 8. Yeah, so then like Vigilante slowly but surely. I'm not necessarily putting him in my desires right now. Right now, my desires are okay. To be fair, content creation thing is slightly different. Is Weasel. Well, priority is Mera, then Weasel. Well, no, Mera. Weasel, then Dr. Phosphorus. And if I was in your position, let's say my Vigilante isn't like ranked up, then Vigilante would be like fourth in that. And it's only because I'm trying to figure out Weasel and Dr. Phosphorus and see how well they are. And no, that's true. And I already have him rank 8. Mera would still be first. Weasel has a team synergy. Dr. Phosphorus doesn't, so it'd be like on the same level as Dr. Phosphorus. With these characters and their teams and all the other stuff, it feels like the legendary is kind of a must because it's a legendary, and then the epic with the team synergy is going to be the next priority, and then that third one always falls off or can be replaced, and that's where Vigilante stands right now. At least for me. So, Kings of New York is a niche movie. I have Aquaman 3-star red. He has me blowing through stages. I went 2015. He is good. He is amazing. Okay, yeah, because that's the thing. I was thinking of the Kings of New York, the Leonardo DiCaprio, Daniel Day-Lewis. Who else was in that? Was Steve Buscemi in that movie? Steve Buscemi, another one who's been in like everything, and also kind of ageless, just not, like he doesn't look like he's aged. I don't know if you want to look like that, but he doesn't look like he's aged. I don't know who's on my team right now. I guess the burns are what I'm looking at, but they're giving me all bleed stuff, so it does not matter. Ooh, we hate you, Frankenstein. Not a fan of Green Arrow. But okay. So almost time for Christmas Carol. I still haven't had my daughter watch it yet. I need to make her watch it. With my son, I started Christmas Carol earlier than I did with her. Some of the best cult classics. Look at the Thing, Escape from New York. I never watched Escape from New York and then Escape from Los Angeles. I never watched those movies. These movies have stood the test of time. I mean, you guys should see my notebook one day of all the things I copy from what you say. How come you're working on Weasel and Phosphorus instead of after they get buffed? Oh, because I pulled the bride. And so it's one of those, and this is what I meant by like I'm working on them, but then I say, like I always say, like content creator, but I say that as a warning to like the real goal behind that is that when I get them up to I pull them incidentally to begin with. So now that I have them, let's get them up to rank 8. I got bride accidentally as well. Well, I guess you can't do her on purpose anyway. So like let's get them up to rank 8. Then when they premiere, when they come out, then I can do guides on them. But let me get some experience with them so then I can say, hey guys, stay the hell away, or hey guys, they're awesome. Sure. Escape from LA, not as good. That's Kurt Russell, Escape from New York, right? Yeah. So yeah, obviously Manta. Still trying to check on the lightings. I'm happy that the lights are powerful enough to like light my green screen without me having too many shadows and everything. But man, it looks like bright as hell on my face. At least I think it does. Sure. It's a documentary on what? On Escape from New York? Ah, yeah, that was the problem. Oh, Zatanna should have been in then. Oh, but then the arrow with the arrows from Green Arrow. That's gonna suck. Okay, good. Shield's held up. So I'm going to. How much more of Elseworld do I have to do? Please tell me I'm close. that one. Nope, because we're heavy tactical. Okay. I hope he's gonna kill my, well, maybe Martian Manhunter, not Flash. Well, no, probably Flash too. Nope, nobody. They Live with Roddy Piper. It's a cult classic. I never heard of that. So that's a deep cut cult. Oh no, I just said I was heavy tactical. So yeah. Yay, we're almost done. All right. Okay. Okay, so the movie's called They Live. Okay. Huh? Okay. When did this They Live come out? It's 80s before. Okay. Okay. Oh, bro, that's what I'm telling everybody else. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Okay, They Live but okay. Sorry, just gonna copy it real quick. Bet. Man, my list of like to watch stuff is. I did start playing a little bit of Kingdom Hearts yesterday too. I really took a lazy day. Like Friday, I got home really, really late. So I took a day yesterday. I was like, you know what? I'm going to chill, chill, chill. I set up these lights. I did some video edits. I edited the Mera video. Still didn't even put it out yet. And then I went hard chill. Started Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, yo, RPGs from back in the day. Old. But it was some fun. All right, so I'm going to go make myself a cup of coffee real quick. Let me go here. Hooray, platinum one. I need to I think I need to redo my roster as well. Okay, so I will be right back. Let me go ahead and put this in. Let me tell you why Fight Club is a cult movie and not a it might be, and how I figured out that I'm not as crazy as your average 20-year-old male. Basically, uh, put it this way, it's a cult classic or it's a cult movie, just a straight up cult movie. When you have a bunch of like random college students in Alabama think that they can start a fight club, like there were fight clubs that were like actually starting in college when I was going to college based off of that movie, and this is where it was. I got to invitate because we're not supposed to tell anybody, right? Because it is really illegal. Um, hey, you want to go do the fight club? You want to go do this? I was like, okay, yeah, sure. I was thinking about like actually doing it, and then they brought up the fact of idiot, stupid. Man, boys, no wonder insurance is high for us. We do some stupid stuff. I ended up not going, and this is where it was one of those like I understand where people think men are real stupid, i.e., 100 men could beat up a gorilla, or one guy could fight a bear, kind of thing. That kind of stupid, not arrogance. What is it like? Invincibility complex that like young men have. They were like, "Oh yeah, well no, I thought it was just a bunch of other teenage dudes," and I didn't even think they were taking it that seriously. But they ended up taking it that seriously, and they had a few military guys that would show up, and it was like one of them was a Marine, and I was like, "What on earth do you? Why do you think I'm gonna go fight a Marine? Are you serious? No, no, man. You could if you just do that. No, no, no. This man has been trained to bust people up with his hands and weapons. And me, Mister, I'm sitting over here playing Jade Empire and Knights of the Old Republic on Xbox. You think I'm finna go over here and fight a Marine? Get the hell away from me. Get the hell away from me, you moron. You really think you stand a chance against a Marine? Okay. Okay. He's gonna make you eat your own like seriously, you dumb. You gotta be dumb. You gotta be dumb. Go fight a Marine. Get the hell away from me. Are you high? I'm not fighting anybody from the military. You know why? I'm not military. And if I was, I still wouldn't because I'd be smart enough not to. Yeah, testosterone is a hell of a drug. Facts. Facts. That's still fight a Marine. Are you high? You gotta be on something good. Don't let's not go fight. Give me whatever it is, that good stuff that you got making you think that you can go fight a Marine, you moron. Jade Empire was a great game. It was good. It was really good. I think they could have done more with it though. They had holes in it. I think I remember reading in the coding actually that the game got pushed out earlier than they wanted. But yeah, I like Jade Empire a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. It's a great story. Um Fight a Marine. Idiots. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize I got more of this. Should I be farming? I could farm these two in the hopes of a percentage piece. Yeah, fight against a Marine or a Green Beret. No, thank you. Less suicide. Honestly, put like my sister's army. I'm not trying to fight my sister. She didn't do Green Beret. She didn't do. She's army. I'm not trying to fight her. My little sister. No, I'm not trying to fight her at all. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We are not. We are not. She told me what she had to do day one when she got there. I understand being in Switzerland. I'm neutral. I'm neutral, baby. I'm not fighting nobody. I'm delicate. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I am nobody's warrior. Okay, okay. I'm being funny, like for my kids and stuff. Yeah, of course, of course, of course, of course. But nah. Oh boy. Okay. So let's try to plop Aquaman into Arena a bit more and use him a bit more. on different stuff. Yeah, exactly. I'm a gamer, not a fighter. T-shirt. I need that to be a T-shirt. I might get that tattooed on me. When I was in college, I partied with some army dudes, and we got into a bar fight. Buddies got KO'd. Dude, like I had friends who were in the army as well in college, and nice young men, lovely young men. But yeah, when it was time, there were a couple of incidents going out, not where it escalated to the full on we're all in a fight, but it was very, very clear that the switch went off where it was like, this is not the problem you want. These are not the droids you're looking for. Like nope. I am a gamer, not a fighter. 100%. All right, let's skip through this because I did not mean to go into Elite Arena. I meant regular arena. The girl is mine. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I don't know how many people are trying to be like, I'm like Michael Jackson, but still. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh man. And that's the thing too. We did some stupid stuff as teenagers in our early 20s, all that jazz. But I feel like I knew at the time that it was stupid. Let me ask you guys this question. Maybe this is where I'm missing it. When we were doing stupid stuff as young men, because we know that women were way smarter than us because they weren't doing any of this mess. When we were doing that stupid stuff, me and my friends knew in the moment that it was dumb as hell. Like we would say to each other, we're about to do something real stupid, like try to outrun a train on foot so we could hop over the tracks. That's a real story. Stuart knows it. Were we were you guys also like, man, this is about to be a dumb idea, and then did it? Or did you think like, no, this is a good idea. This is a good idea. Oh no, the apartment's on fire. Like, which ones did you know? My favorite type says classically trained with a picture of an. I want that shirt as well. I want that one as well. Classically trained with a Nintendo controller. Oh, that's hilarious. I want that. All right, so I'm removing Ocean Master and Nightwing because I'm relying on that too much. I'm trying to get out of like the idea of theory crafting solely around Ocean Master. It's obnoxious. I'm annoying myself. So let's pick it up from there. If we know that Aquaman and we're gonna go through his kits, you guys get to be all part of my like just research and development stuff. It's a Sunday morning, so I got nothing but time, so you guys can fall asleep. It's okay. Let's see. So on his kit, basic, we're putting out frostbite. Superman puts out frostbite on his advanced attack. Bizarro on his ultimate. And then Green Arrow on his advanced. Did I said Superman advanced, right? Not Superman basic. Frostbite again, but this is from when you're being healed. And this passive is, sacrifice Pandora. That's who I want to try. One. And actually, I might be able to run something kind of nutty, like because Mera's up front and I'm putting her in because even at rank 6, because of what he does, so long as she's not getting like absolutely worked in the first shot, she still can hang. And then her benefits to him are worth it. She sacrifices only on herself. He'll make sure that their 2 sacrifices aren't too dramatic. Okay. Next. Of course, there's Wonder Woman here. She's not going to get the Zeeble armor for the damage reduction before Wonder Woman goes off. I don't think. Let me see real quick. So strong attack, yeah, the healing, yeah, that's fine. And then, okay, so this is a passive I don't need to pay much attention to other than this is the sacrifice portion. This is the protection portion. Okay. So really the only passives I need to be like aware of, I can run sacrifice characters with him here. Frostbite, and you're gonna get protected. He just is plug and play. He's so plug and play. And then the last one is just Mera. Everything else that go. I think the reason I'm breaking it down like so simplistically is like everything. All this is what's happening, and I love this giving the strong attack or whatever. This isn't contributing to whatever teams I'm gonna add him to, because it's a damage dealer. Okay, damage dealer's getting strong attack. Cool. Allies getting healed up. Cool. That's just stuff that's just amazing. This is the Mera passive. This is what happens when I put her in. So then this one, I'm thinking strictly sacrifice. All the stuff is cool, nice, whatever. Sacrifice is what I'm thinking of when I go here. Can be activated 5 times and then rank 10, just nonstop. Okay. And then this is just his frostbite and the school of protection. That's that. He just runs with everybody, so it's hard to pick anybody. Does that make sense? It's like Netflix. Like back in the day, as we're talking about back in the day and whatever, I had 10 movies. Pick one of the 10. That's what we're watching. Netflix. I got 20,000 movies. We're gonna be here for 3 hours picking the movie, and then by the time we pick it, it's 11 o'clock. I'm going to bed. Like this is what it is for him. I think my next video is gonna have to be Aquaman is Netflix. So if I'm thinking about sacrifice, the bride doesn't sacrifice, she takes damage. Constantine does sacrifice. I want to run this. Like, here's the thing. I don't even. His ultimate is nice. It's amazing. It's cool. I don't even need it, though. And he's still better than everybody. Why am I saying that with so much aggression like I'm mad at everybody? Plus, it's only 2 points. So even if I put him at the end, it's still going to pop off more often than others. 808s, Jesus, where it's at, expensive, but they have sales often. 808, you mean the gaming 808 thing? Second Gen Empire was put on the shelf due to EA buying them out. That's what it was. Yes, EA bought them out. I remember that because I was like, why would EA buy out this? Yeah, I was wondering. Yes, yeah, that story sounds so familiar. The only difference is now everything is filmed, bro. 38 stuff wasn't filmed. We knew it was bad, and yeah, that might be it. No, it's not. Nowadays, everything is filmed. Like everyone who's making all these judgment calls on teenagers who are like, "Oh, you're doing this." We were doing the same stuff. We didn't have cameras. Oh, you wouldn't have filmed it. You didn't film it because you didn't have the opportunity to. Because we would have been dumb enough to do it. We were taking pictures because that's all we could do. That's all we could do. If someone had a video camera, somebody had video cameras out at certain parties, and they have tapes that you want nobody to see. You want nobody to see those tapes at all. God, if somebody had a video camera at some of those parties, and I'm sure they did, nobody wants those out. 80s forever king. 90s, bro. What you mean? One of the good things and bad things about having small kids, they want to watch the same thing 1,000 times in a row. Yeah, that's the plus and the minus. That was one of those, like, YouTube has to be a passion project for me, but seeing what happened with like Baby Shark and all the other stuff, I was like, if I could gear this towards a 4-year-old who just wants to obsessively watch the same thing over and over again, I'll make $1 billion. Because my daughter and friggin' Coco Melon, when she was little, Peppa Pig, nonstop. Okay. He does everything. Bride she doesn't sacrifice, right? I'm going to run this team like this, but I do want to check on the bride's thing real quick. Nope. Yeah, it's like when she takes damage, she gives hard hit, which means running her with Weasel and Dr. Phosphorus, which means I may take those 2 rank 7 today. Best equipment for Sinestro. I put 2 sets of speed and 1 attack. Do if you and this is where I'm changing things a little bit. Anur. This is where I'm changing things, and I apologize if I say your name wrong, but thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Is I've kind of changed up my approach. Those are the sets. However, check your gear, check your accessory, check your comm, see if you have any percent crit or percent attack in the main stat for those 2 gear pieces. And if you do, add those to Sinestro instead. And then if you don't, then go with the 2 speed is the next priority, and then your attack is the last priority for me. Okay. Bride receives fatal attack, blah, 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 blah. So there is no sacrifice where she's actually sacrificing in her kit. It's her taking damage from others. I was just thinking I may do Weasel and Dr. Phosphorus to rank 7 today, run them with Bride so I can put them with Ocean Master and Vigilante. That might be a thing. All right, so let me check the ultimates here again. I do want Pandora to pop off a little bit more, I think. Like, I really don't need it. His ultimate is nice. It is. I don't need it here, per se. I say that and then I get worked. 90s is 80s grandchildren. Yeah. Okay, Mike. Okay, Mike. You're saying that because you want the 80s, and that's all the early 90s were, is the 80s. I'm going to need you to say, what do you mean, though? In what context? Because basically, you're like, the Reagan administration was better than the Clinton. I'm going to need you to... Why are you into Reaganomics like that, dog? No, but like in what ways? And if you say because the kids weren't sagging their pants back then, I will bring up midriff shirts. All right. So we did the damn thing here. Everybody has like, and I would like to have a heal from Kid Flash, for example, but we'll take a heal from Pandora, and she's not sacrificing nearly as much. This was fun. Pop culture, general music, entertainment, everything in the yeah, we're gonna have to fight. Late 90s gave me Jay-Z and DMX. Although early 90s gave me Tupac and Big. Well, no, actually Big was more mid 90s. Yeah, I was born in 84. In terms of music, though, because I feel like late 90s was the golden age of Def Jam, and I love Def Jam music. Because you had like Method Man stepping out on his own, and I liked his albums despite what anybody said. Redman, MF, Onyx, which they had their moment. They were okay. Jay-Z was doing it then. DMX. Eminem came out in the late 90s. I'm a huge Eminem fan. I can't. Okay. What you said isn't as ridiculous as what my initial reaction. However, no. Yeah, no. That's when The Matrix came out, was 98. The Matrix changed the game. What are you talking about? X-Men, the movie, but that was 2000. That came out 2000, so. But Blade. Wesley Snipes' Blade came out late 90s. Dog, Ghostbusters, yeah. GTA, Vice City. That was late 90s. Oh, 80s music made GTA Vice. Okay, sorry. That was me half reading. The first 3 Star Wars, the only good ones, fair. But I'm gonna take Matrix over Star Wars. That might be controversial. Matrix One, the sequels, whatever. But the first Matrix, I'll take over the Star Wars. I'll take the first single Matrix movie over the three Star Wars movies. I know, but my name is Obi. I'm allowed to say that. Um, I'm gonna run this again. See how we do against a team that's like a million better. And I got a rank 6 floating here in the front row. I am insane. Oh, but the Zebo armor does come up really fast. Do I have speed on Mera? Because I think this might be what be like. She'll die, but oh no, she won't. And Aquaman's gonna heal up everybody. Yo. So she comes out with Zebo armor quick as hell. And now he's got everybody protected from the attack from Wonder Woman. And she didn't take that much damage because the crit, no crit. And now she has invulnerable up until her next turn. So when I get her up to rank 8, it might be a problem. He's healed everyone there. Pandora's going to get her ultimate off relatively soon. That'll probably go to... It'll definitely go to Mera now that Mera popped up. Although, oh yeah, well, Ocean Master now has his School of Fish for himself up. I don't know. I was about to say, I don't know if Mera's going to make it to the next one, but... Which means I don't know if it was really worth it. Okay, sorry. We also had 50. Not only, yeah, 50 had his moment. 50 was shining. How could I forget Batman 1989? Damn it. That is your argument right there. That is your argument. If you didn't live through both the 80s and the 90s, your vote doesn't count. I lived through them. I just wasn't sentient. I just can't remember the 80s part. I can remember like 87. Because please believe me, don't you dare doubt that Batman 89 and the best soundtrack of all time, it's in the top 5. The Prince soundtrack to Batman is in the top 5 for sure. Yeah, but okay, here's the thing though. Are you taking Die Hard over The Matrix? I love Die Hard. Lethal Weapon's good. I like Lethal Weapon. I think I like the sequels to it more than the original. But, and I mean as a personal preference, not that they're better. It's just like me personally. What's up, guy? Are you taking Die Hard over The Matrix? Real question. I feel like I wish I could put a poll up. Because I know I think I can do it at Twitch. I don't know if I can do it for YouTube as well. I want to put a poll up. Like, would you take The Matrix or Die Hard? Because, I mean, Die Hard did have Reginald Val Johnson. And that Family Matters theme song did go hard in the paint. Oh, TV shows too. Because Family Matters was early 90s. Fresh Prince was early 90s. Martin was early 90s. Damn it. But Martin's spanned at the 90s. He went from like 92 to 98. Oh, God. Different world. And I know he's a monster, but yeah, we watched The Cosby Show growing up. Oh, God. You might be right. Oh, you're breaking my brain right now. Yeah, no, the fact is both of them are game-changing movies forever. I get you on that one. Oh, Jesus, he might be right. Nope, Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel were late 90s. Okay, we're recovering. Batman animated series came out in the early 90s. Superman animated adventures came out late 90s. However, Batman wins over that. Oh, my God. Oh, geez. Am I wrong? I'm about to be wrong. No, I'm about to be wrong. Ooh, I think I'm going to be wrong. All right, so who am I going to run up here with Aquaman as I try to contemplate my brain breaking right now? I still want to play more with the sacrifice mechanic. You know what? Let's go back. Let's go ahead and try to do Dr. Phosphorus and Weasel up to levels rank or to up to rank 7. Um, Die Hard and The Matrix are different genres. No, they're completely different. They're completely different Smoke and Blues. But the argument here, or the thing is that Gargoyles came out early '90s. Oh my God, you're winning. Oh my God, you went. No, wait, Gargoyles was mid '90s. Wasn't Gargoyles mid '90s? Like 94, mid '90s by definition. What we're gonna say now, just to establish it, I always consider mid of a decade like 94, 95, 96, and then 97 up is late, and then like 93 down is early. That's where my head is, and just so you guys know, 95 is not mid '90s. 94 to 96 is for me. Middle of the '90s is 95. So like that, just so you know where my head's at. No, they're different genres, but I would say like Die Hard was the defining action movie of its day. Like there's a lot of other good movies in that time, but Die Hard is the one that people will read. If you say action movie early '90s, late '80s, people are gonna grab Die Hard first in their brain. If you say action movie in the late '90s, early 2000s, the first thing people are gonna grab is The Matrix. So if we're saying like the '90s, comparing like early '90s versus late '90s, those are the action movies. You know what I mean? Like you're right, they're different genres, but those are the action movies when we go like the macro genre that you would reach for. Transformers and Nintendo's '80s. You can't do that, Brad. You can't do that. We're talking early '90s to late '90s. You can't stack the deck for the late '90s. Okay, that's not fair. Yeah, Gargoyles is '94, so that's mid '90s. It doesn't count. It goes on both sides. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. I always wonder like how we how we end up in these emotionalized conversations about stuff in the past. Anyway, how many of these do I have? Auto select. Not a lot. Does Dr. Phosphorus sacrifice in his kit? Superpower damage equal to blah blah blah. Survive. Nope. But yep, he sacrifices 10% of his current HP on his basic attack. Reflect. Cool. So that every time he does something, he's gonna sacrifice. So I want to do Dr. Phosphorus, and then let's go to Weasel real quick. I think Weasel attacks for teammates. I don't think he has any sacrifice in him. His team synergy is awesome though. Yeah, so he doesn't have any sacrifice in his kit so far. I could have done this by going through the character guides, honestly. Okay, so we're gonna do Dr. Phosphorus first. I have a decent gear on him. No, I don't, because this is all HP, and I would prefer for that to all be attack. Let's rank him up right now, though. Have some fun. Okay. Here we go. We're back to it. Okay, I was class in '93, so you're early '90s, bro. Power Rangers is mid '90s. No, that was '94. '90s had Super Nintendo and 64. Super Nintendo is early '90s. Nintendo 64 is late '90s. Ooh, controversial. I take Super Nintendo over Nintendo 64. Jurassic Park is early '90s. Oh, gee. And so is Toy Story. Oh my God, you're winning. Lion King is early '90s too, and Lion King is my favorite Disney movie of all time. Oh my God, you're winning. It might have to be early '90s over late '90s. Dog. No. I'm saying I'm losing with the conditions I put in of '94 to '96 being mid. I'm losing with those conditions in place. Lion King is mid '90s though. It's '94. So, but Jurassic Park, Toy Story, those came out in the early '90s. I'm losing with my conditions that I'm putting in place, Mike. I'm upset because I'm losing this fight. Terminator 2 was '91. What's up, Mr. West? Oh my God, I'm losing this fight. I have nothing to fight you guys back with. Music wise, I can fight you back. Movies and TV, I can't. Movies and TV, I can't do it. That's going to be in my head for a minute now. Video games, I can get you, I think. Although Final Fantasy VII, I think, was mid '90s. No, it was late '90s. I went Tupac and Biggie. Dre though, for real. California Love came out in the '90s, in the early '90s. Wu Tang I liked, but I liked Method Man more when he was doing his thing in the late '90s. And I know that's me, not what good music. Okay, it was good music, but not what the consensus would be. You know what I'm saying? Like it was one. It's one. That's a preference thing. I think. Not if I was trying to say what was the actual, then yeah, UGK, Murder, early '90s. That song by itself could carry 3 albums. Oh my God, you did. No, oh yeah, because Aladdin would count because Aladdin was '93. That's early '90s. Beauty and the Beast is a game changing. Beauty and the Beast is the reason why they have animated movies as a category in the Oscars now because they didn't have it when Beauty and the Beast came out, and so Beauty and the Beast got nominated for actual like best motion picture because they said they could not put it in because it was too good and it didn't win. But the second they did that, they were like, yeah, we need to add an animated category. We can't do this again because the movie was so Beauty and the Beast was so good. The Oscars was like, yeah, we can't. We gotta give them their own category. But Beauty and the Beast was nominated, was the first and maybe only, I think, feature animated movie that was nominated as Best Picture. Period. I think it was the first. I don't know if it was the last because they may have done it again outside of the categories or whatever. But yeah, it was the first that they were like, "Yo, this is a masterpiece. We got to do it." Fudge. Wu Tang I liked. I never got into Wu Tang like that, but I did like Wu Tang. I was more into Biggie and Tupac than I was into like Wu Tang and them. Damn, you got me. Okay, I admit it. Oh man, you beat the hell out of me. I'm gonna think on it, but for right now, like round one goes to you. Spike, round one goes to you. Early '90s over late '90s. Damn. Okay. Damn, that hurts. Oh, that hurt. I don't know why it hurts. I was alive for both, but I was so ready to say like late '90s. I was so on that. But overall, it's a wave of stuff from the early '90s. It's a wave of stuff. Okay, so we're gonna take you out. I'm gonna plop in the bride. There she is. Um, I still want to use the sacrifice mechanic from Pandora for our heals. Dr. Phosphorus going in means I kind of want to have somebody else that puts down burns, which might be Starfire. We are really experimenting here, and I'm going to actually back out, seeing as how I'm experimenting that much. That team is way too strong for what I was about to do. What's up, Runes? You just missed an amazing beatdown of me getting beaten into admitting that the early '90s was better than the late '90s. Just got my ass handed to me. I can't open my game. So you can't open your game on the emulator. That was a huge cultural moment. I won't. I love that as much as I loved it. That wouldn't have been something that moved me in the early '90s, though. Despite the fact that I did love that song and was singing it as I remember singing that as a kid. My mom must have looked at me like I was insane. Okay, so we're gonna try the bride thing first here, just to see how it goes. And then I will move it up a bit. So we'll do Dr. Phosphorus here. Where's Starfire? She never gets any play. All right. And his ultimate, supposedly heavy damage. He's probably gonna die to Constantine though. In this whole setup, I feel like I don't want to go first though. All right, let's see. Um, Cell phone don't have computer. It's not logging into your cell phone. And then there's always the underrated and forgotten greatest song of all time, the Humpty Dance. Do the Humpty Hump. Oh, that was back when hip hop was still fun or mostly fun. it took a turn in the mid '90s when they were like, okay, we've had enough Will Smith. Well, no, they took a turn in the early '90s actually with Tupac and Big. Um, okay, so he's gonna have to do a lot of work to get everybody up to not be dead. Soul for Real, Boys to Men, Mariah Carey, Brandy. They are the '90s to me. I can't put them in like early or mid. Like Soul for Real, okay, I guess is mid, but like Boys to Men, they came out like right in the beginning of the '90s. Mariah Carey too. Like I would say that they are like if you say the '90s, they are the '90s. They're not early or late. And Digital Underground. Digital Underground was very underrated. Digital Underground is right before my time of like being able to choose my own music. Like I remember the first instance of where it's like, oh, I want this or I want to try this was like in my uncle's car, him riding around in that red Honda Civic and seeing Tupac's Machiavelli in the side console. And then my uncle he always had his Dark and Hell is Hot in his black Honda Accord. And then my other uncle also always had, next to Machiavelli, he would have Jay-Z, either Volume 1 or Volume 2, It's a Hard Knock Life, Volume 3. Like he kept Jay-Z and my other uncle, but like my two uncles, well, I have three uncles, but my two that I was closest to, one always had Jay-Z in the car. And then my other always had DMX in the car. I want to say Whitney Houston is '90s. I was never into New Edition and Bobby Brown like that. I was more of a Jodeci guy, and that was because of my uncle in the red Civic, uncle in the red Civic, Jodeci, uncle in the black Honda Accord, Babyface. My first two albums, man, I was destined to be who I was on Friday night when I went out Friday night. Just put it like that. That this was manifested. My uncles put me on this path. My first two albums were Every Time I Close My Eyes by Babyface and Secrets by Tony Braxton. And those came from my uncle in the black Accord, Honda Accord. When I got my first little CD player in the early '90s, my Discman that was supposed to be portable, but I could not move it. Yeah, those were my first two albums that I was listening to over and over and over again. And then it was just kind of like, why am I the way I am? Like this. Come on, if you grow up listening to Babyface and Tony Braxton as your first two albums, yeah. Just like The Far Side was very underrated. Probably my favorite song from them is from the movie Hot Tub Time Machine called Running. I heard of The Far Side. I didn't even get into The Far Side like that. But Whitney Houston is more 80s when she was killing it. I'm going to say there was never a time Whitney Houston wasn't killing it. Because also, And I Will Love You is one of those songs that everybody wishes they could sing. Black, white, and indifferent. That song brought races together. And that was early 90s. And I would say that power ballad style, big hair, black woman with a voice that couldn't be stopped, she carried that through the 80s and into the 90s. Like she took the torch from Aretha Franklin and moved that all the way through the 80s and into the 90s. Now, Luther was king for a minute, but that's Big Luther. We all know Big. I was literally trying to explain that on Friday night to a woman who's from Germany. Like, oh, okay, how do we understand this? How do I help you understand this? We were talking about music and about how more rotund people are better singers. And she did bring up the fact like, oh yeah, an opera, blah, 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 blah. Usually there are bigger people. And I brought up Luther Vandross. I had to. And I was like, I know you won't know this. I know you won't know this, but I had to tell her. I had to explain Luther Vandross to a German woman. Oh, that's hilarious. As we're listening to Edith, what's her name, Prophet, because this woman also loves French, but in France and has an apartment in France. I shouldn't be saying that stuff. Anyway, but like, yeah, it was funny trying to explain Luther Vandross. I may punt and just rank up Batman rank 9. I took him rank 10, dog. Batman is a beast. Batman is absolute beast. Luther Vandross cassette tapes. Going deep cut on the Luther Vandross. Yes. A Luther Vandross cassette tape. You might be able to actually sell that now. You might be able to get some like real coin off that now. Boy, oh boy. Really? Y'all not gonna give me any? Okay. I don't want to use all these. A collection of Phil Collins 45 RPM. I tried to start a record collection. I did. And I had to pull back on it a little bit. They're in storage right now. As soon as I get in a year and a half, when I get my new permanent place. Oh, they're gone now? Damn, I'm sorry. I'll be doing that. Because there's nothing like jazz on the record. Nothing like it. And now I've been getting a lot of jazz albums from Spotify. And it's like, oh, I know what I want to hunt now. What's up, Tristan? Let's go. Boy, I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see you too. I can't get over the fact that I had to admit that the early 90s were better than the late 90s. This is going to bug me. Y'all don't understand. That really got me today. That really got me. Okay, so they're not going to be as strong here, so this is to test. So I should be okay with Wonder Woman popping off here. And I want to pay more attention because we got caught up in 90s and all that other stuff. Yeah, it's one of my all-time faves, Babyface, and who can forget when the first introduced Tony Braxton on the soundtrack, Boomerang, Give You My Heart, is one of my favorite songs of all time. Tony Braxton was legendary, but I feel like Tony Braxton is like, okay, let's see if y'all follow me here. I feel like Tony Braxton and Whitney Houston, even though they weren't in a group together, this is just a comparison because this is the first thing I think of. Tony Braxton is Kelly Rowland and Whitney Houston is Beyonce. Does that make sense? Like Kelly Rowland still has a lot of people, and this is a Two America situation, sorry. Still has a lot of folks from, a lot of black folks who ride with her music, or did, like when she left, when Destiny's Child kind of broke up. And Beyonce and them, they were all still cool. They just, did their own thing. Beyonce, like, I'm not saying she did, but could, like, cross over more globally. So she had more white fans, Asian fans, Mexican fans, like all that. She had more of those kind of fans. And Kelly Rowland found a very nice niche in the black community, kind of. Like, I didn't see too many white people who knew Kelly Rowland outside of Destiny's Child, if they knew that, right? I feel like that was Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston had the global voice. Everybody's and Toni Braxton was more for us. Am I making sense? Am I making sense there? Does that make sense? Not to say anything like I'm trying to like disparage or make any like bad comments. It was just like, it's like Alicia Keys and Jill Scott. Alicia Keys has that global thing. Jill Scott was. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? I feel like the light just got brighter now. But am I making sense though? Okay. Crisscross. Oh, that's a minus if you put crisscross on there. What am I saying? I was trying to convince my mom it was okay for me to wear my jeans backwards to school. She wasn't having it. I can't believe that was a thing. Actually, that might be a minus. Wearing jeans backwards was a thing in the 90s, in the early 90s. Boomerang is a classic. I don't even remember Boomerang, to be honest with you, though. I haven't seen that movie in God knows how long. Honestly, I think I was too young. Music trivia: before Phil Collins became the leader of the Genesis, guess who turned down the offer first? Mr. Big Time himself, Peter Gabriel. Facts. I didn't know that was a group that was built though. Oh, 1985 to 1995 is a great decade too. Yeah, maybe we should count decades in that way, from 85 to 95, because honestly, early 90s is 80s. Early 2000s is late 90s. I should listen, because everything I've heard from Phil Collins I like. I even put one of his songs from Tarzan, "You'll Be in My Heart." That was that verse was in my son's birth announcement. Because honestly, I can't read, like what's up, Rello? When I was listening to that song, that was, well, as a kid, but then, pregnant wife, listening to that song, "You'll Be in My Heart." We were both sitting there like kind of tearing up, and it was like, yep, this goes in the birth announcement. Because it was one of those, like, read the words of that song if you have kids. It's perfect. It's perfect. So maybe I should listen to it more. Kelly Rowland was amazing. She got more notoriety which is a song with Nelly Dilemma. Yeah, but I mean, but it was like that song. I'm not saying it's like Jill Scott had hits outside of like the black community, but she didn't hit like Alicia Keys. Like Kelly Rowland had hits outside of the black community, but she didn't hit like Beyonce did. And not saying why, whatever, there are reasons, but we're not gonna go into that stuff. But my point is like if I told you the song Motivation, that's a Kelly Rowland song that I know a lot of people would know, but I know which people to ask, and I know which people are gonna look at me and be like, "What?" And they would probably like the song. I'm not saying they wouldn't like the song, but for some reason it didn't get the spins. Because I still would believe like Kelly Rowland, Jill Scott, and Tony Braxton. If you played them for people who did not know them because of that whole divide between whatever, they would love those songs. They would absolutely love those songs. It's just they never got to their radio station. Tarzan is a personal favorite. That whole movie album was good. No, it was a really good album. It was really good. Not on like the level of like Lion King or Aladdin, but that was a solid soundtrack. For real, for real. Plus, it was that whole two worlds thing. She was from Switzerland. I was from the U.S. We were two worlds coming together as one, blah, 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 blah. And then divorce. Split those worlds up. Yeah. It was a good soundtrack. The Son of Man was amazing. And then Trashing the Camp. That was awesome too. But that was one of those like made no sense, and it felt a little bit like cultural appropriation. But because you had NSYNC and Phil Collins. Yeah, anyway. So, but yeah, just as like a kid having fun with music, that was good. All right, Jesse, good night. You have a good one. Rest well. People overlook Lionel Richie. No, they don't, because if you saw that episode of Boondocks where they go into how Lionel Richie got busted cheating, it's hilarious. Oh, Huey Lewis. Hold on, time out. Huey Lewis was definitely the man. Oh no, I was thinking of Huey. From Boondocks. I thought you had already read my mind on that whole Lionel Richie thing. Bro, it's okay to lose. Early '90s. Stop it. I'm accepting defeat for the moment. I feel like I've met a barrage of early '90s or people and I feel like I'm not remembering late '90s stuff properly right now. So like you got the W for now. You got it for now. We're gonna let it ride for now. Okay. All right. So this did not work, and I don't know if it's a size issue with Dr. Phosphorus, especially if Wonder Woman's coming through and cracking the building. Ever since Snoop came through and crushed the building. I think I'm force feeding Batman into that scenario. He's better if I'm running him with, well, actually, let's take Starfire out. Let's put Dr. Phosphorus back and use Superman DCU. I was putting in Starfire with Dr. Phosphorus because he was going to benefit from the burns. Honestly, though, I'm not familiar enough with this kit to be like that was going to work. So let me try this again. Probably be best to go against the burn team, no? All right. Yeah, everyone is on the same page tonight, except for me. I'm the one like throwing punches at everybody like, no, man, late 90s. Yeah, is he dead? Nope, but he's gonna get saved. Okay. Aquaman even lets you use like characters that are not supposed to be used right now because they're not strong enough. If they can survive the initial attack. Sacrifice, burn, kind of. It's because I can use Pandora as a definitive healer. Or like a healer who I'm not worried about her sacrificing herself because of what Aquaman does for those who sacrifice. Same thing with Dr. Phosphorus. He sacrifices 10% on his basic when he uses his basic. Now with Aquaman, that's 2.5%. Like it opens them up so much. There's your hard hit. I do need a heal for Pandora though. And it does not help that I'm putting Pandora and Dr. Phosphorus against Wonder Woman because she crushes them in the beginning. But they're still, put it this way, survival in this scenario is kind of a success for me. It's like I'm headed in the right direction. Yep. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm surprised at how many people are still like out rocking arenas at 70 and 80s. Like, when are the Rolling Stones just gonna sit down somewhere? just chill. Why is Mick Jagger still having babies at 80 something years old? Like, he has a 3-year old right now or whatever. Um oh yeah, Brainiac and Darkseid for sure. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we got like a major villain as like a boss fight or something in like during the Christmas season. Definitely the Braves was amazing. Schmaltz, Gladden, um oh Glavin, well, from Atlanta, so I was all about the 90s Braves. David Justice, Aaron Jones and Chipper Jones. Andrew Jones, sorry. Andrew Jones never got enough credit. I think he's not even in the Hall of Fame, which is just lame. Keith Richards was the snake that talked Eve into biting the apple. I mean, Keith Richards is going to survive forever, ever, 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 ever. That man is never going to die. Dale Murphy was my hero. Excuse me. Don't get me wrong. I love late 90s, early 2000s. I just think that. Oh, no. I get you, Mike. I get you. We're having fun here. We're having fun here. But I am mad at you, though. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Wait, did Fred McGriff get into? I think he got in. Didn't Fred McGriff get into the Hall of Fame like 3-4 years ago? I don't know baseball like that, so forgive me. I'm not big into baseball, but didn't Fred McGriff get into like 2-3 years ago? Craig Mack died too early. You may want to look around those circumstances to understand that your boy Diddy's a bigger monster than you realize. Just saying. The Oakland Athletics was popping back then to Canseco, Dave, Stewart, Mark. Oh yeah, Mark McGuire was on the Athletics then. I thought it. What I think it was the Cardinals. Oh, Cardinals was when he was breaking the records. That whole baseball world home run record chase with him and Sammy Sosa. That was '98. Late '90s steroids. Yay. Let me go to team ups real quick. Guys, by the way, don't skip battle on team ups. Something has to be up. Something's not working with skip battle on team ups. Because it's saying that you're doing like 4 or 5% damage, and it's just not true. 2023 for the Crime Dog. Yeah, he went to the Cardinals late, and then that's when that whole chase down came between them. He and Canseco were the Bash brothers. Oh, the 90s when you were allowed to like baseball. Okay, so this is a very, very, very beneficial area for Aquaman because we're going up against tactical. What's up? Okay, so then I could put in let's do a stronger team now, because if I put in what I'm thinking in terms of trying out the bride and Dr. Phosphorus and all that jazz, it might end up being not great. Yeah, my brother, you ain't lying. Never told a lie about what happened to Craig Mack and about your boy's facts. You're right on point. Hey. Hey. There's a reason. Black Rob, remember him? He passed away too, right? What label were they on? Makes you wonder which label should have been called Death Row. Anyway. Yeah, after MLB strike year happened, they looked the other way on the roids. Looked the other way. They shut their eyes and blindfolded themselves. All right, Mike. Good night. You have a good night. I'm gonna have some late '90s arguments when you come back, though. Anyway, let's see. So let's go outside the box for a minute. Outside the box, as I put in Judo Master. Now, Judo Master here with this 2 setup. Judo Master, his ultimate hits in the middle. She is in the middle position right now, so I'm okay with running his team synergy. Vigilante, this is where we were talking about before. Should you work on Vigilante? The way that it is going to look now is that if I want to run Peacemaker, get that armor break out there, I'm going to need two anti-heroes. And if I want to diversify out of this agile a bit, I'm going to have to either use the Bride or Batman. Batman is probably going to be better because of all the armor break that these three are going to put out. So these three together, it activates his team synergy, which is amazing. It is an amazing team synergy. We are going to go, and you know what? Just to give it a little bit more oomph to see where oomph. Did I really just use the word oomph? I'm gonna put Vigilante in front because someone asked. I can't remember who, but we're gonna do that now just to show it off and see how well Vigilante does with him running up front. Okay. Oh wow, I forgot. I had enough to get Aquaman and Batman both to rank 9. Congratulations. I may have to spend too much on pulls. I forget. If you can get them there without spending, for sure, do that. I don't have enough for Aquaman. I need more eighth metal. Why are they hitting him so hard? Yo, wait a minute. Wait a minute. He's a legendary, right? He's 5-star. They were cracking his face. Um, Let me. Okay, hold up. Oh, and now it's not gonna go. I need to make another cup of coffee. I'm gonna make all y'all Sundays be like, why'd you sleep so late? Were you out? No, man, I was up on the stream. We were arguing about 80s and 90s. And then went into baseball deep cuts from the 90s. Oh, with a guy who said he doesn't watch baseball but is out here listing things from baseball. Oh my goodness. I will say one thing I do miss, and I don't know if it's a 90s thing or if it's a I live in Switzerland thing now. Like a Saturday afternoon, a after school day or whatever. I'm not the biggest baseball person, but it was always nice to be like watching. They are wrecking him. Lord have mercy. It was always nice to have like watching Martin or something. Oh, it just restarted. There's a bug. It was always nice to be like watching Martin or something. Let me try to restart it differently because whenever it does that bug, the stats come out wrong. And then to be flicking back and forth between like the baseball game and Martin, which was in syndication at that point, like at 6 p.m. or whatever. And then I'd be watching like the Braves game on WGN and then flip back over to like Fox, like during the commercial breaks, just to, like check up the score and stuff. And I don't know, that has a certain smell, a certain like aroma to me. And I don't know if that is a 90s kids, thing, or if it was like I'm in Switzerland now and that stuff, people still do flick back and forth to baseball. Because I will, to be honest, and I might want to do it more, putting on baseball in the background, just like I might do that. I should do that more often because they do stream it and you can like get your hands on it. And their streaming is actually really damn good for MLB. Just having that, I want to watch football. I sit down and I watch football. I sit down and I analyze basketball. Baseball is a sport where I can like half watch it and not pay attention. It can be in the background. Like maybe that's something I could watch during work just to have like noises in the background. And I feel like maybe I could do that more often. Let's go to the stats real quick. Lex did not have a good time there. Judo Master was the one doing the damn thing, though. Despite the fact that I had a Vigilante running first, this may be Judo Master has much better gear, rank 10 over rank 8 situation. Let's go check out Vigilante real quick. When I was young, I loved all sports, football, baseball. It was baseball, football, and basketball for me. I didn't get into hockey, didn't get into golf. College football had to be a thing because I'm from Auburn, Alabama. So yeah, that was a thing. Yeah, but I liked sports. Didn't get to play much because I wasn't No, I did play a lot. Let me not, but not on any varsity or junior varsity, any of that stuff. It was like fun with friends, pick up and stuff. That was it. And I always wanted to get into hockey, and I almost did when Fox first did that whole we're gonna make a light, a blue or red light follow the hockey puck on the screen. And that made the viewing like better at the time, and I wish they stuck with it. But what happened, it seemed as though when things went HD, they removed that little light, and it's like, no, it's still hard to follow the puck. I don't give a damn what 4K thing you put on it. Can you put like a light on the puck? And I'll watch hockey because it looks exciting. It looks like basketball on skate. It looks like a mix between football and basketball on skates. So why not? And the other thing I think of is that the puck is too damn small for people to follow, because that is what keeps me from watching it. Football, some people have a hard time, if you, especially in Europe, when you have people watch like American football, they have a hard time following the football because they don't know what, you know what I mean? Like they don't know like the rules. So then all you see is just 22 dudes standing across from each other. And like, okay, so what's going on? What are those big guys doing? Okay, what are the smaller guys, but still big guys doing? Okay. Why is that? If you've, oh my God, have you ever tried to explain? I've done this in a bar. Trying to explain the difference between defensive holding and pass interference to a person who has no idea about football. Trying to explain the difference between like, yeah, like trying to explain what an offensive line and defensive line is and be like, but no, but those dudes who are 300 pounds can run faster than most Olympians. You know what I mean? Like it's difficult. And I played football, so like even I'm not like on any like serious like college or anything level. Just I played football here in Switzerland for one of those teams, and then when I was younger, so there's a different level of knowledge, slightly different, not like those dudes, but like slightly different. So when I did find like the one of the guys in the bars where we could talk about football, and we were going over DB coverages or defensive coverages basically, but we were talking about DBs. We're talking about the safety, strong safety in the situation, whatever. That part doesn't matter. The other people who were there when we were like going through like everything, they were just kind of like, what are you guys talking about? And we were just kind of like, we'd have to sit you down in a classroom with diagrams for a good 6 months. I had one girlfriend at the time where we started dating right as football season started, and she wanted to learn football. And I was like, oh, cool, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. This is back in my 20s when I was doing that. And I was like, oh my God, I did not realize how much I would have to explain. That was the defensive holding versus pass interference thing when I was explaining that stuff. And I was like, this is so detailed. You don't even know what a receiver is yet. What? Okay. Anyway, I wanted to check out Vigilante's gear real quick. Yeah, he ain't coming through heavy though. Like this is weak for him. Whereas with Judo Master, I have Judo Master like decked out. Yeah, he has attack percentage stuff on him, and then yeah, so of course Judo Master is gonna hit harder. And he's ranked 10. Of course Judo Master is gonna hit more. Well then that being said, with all those advantages, he wasn't that far behind if we look at it from that perspective. Oh yeah, forget trying to find a catch. Forget trying to find any damn thing. Forget it. I realized then that in order to learn, like, I could take anybody with soccer and say, look, don't touch the ball with your hands. They're going to kick it back. And there's way more advanced stuff. Don't get it twisted. Just like with basketball. Basketball, they have to dribble when they're running. Behind this line is a 3-point shot. In front of that line is a 2-point shot. If they get hit during a shot, free throws. If not during a shot, then they get the ball. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can explain basketball in like 5 minutes. And 5 minutes is taking too long. Soccer, you can explain in 5 minutes, and that's taking too long. Like the basic mechanics for someone to be able to enjoy the game and know what's going on. Not all the advanced stuff that, oh, well, we're going to talk about a box and one. They're not, you know what I'm saying? They don't need that. You can watch the game and enjoy it without all that stuff. Football is like, you have to know, or else it just looks like a bunch of big dudes running into big dudes and shouting. Like and then they get up and then they line up again. You have no idea what's going on. You have no clue what's going on. So you kind of have to grow up in it or be so enamored with it that you decide like this is what you're going to learn. I'm learning this. You know what I mean? So Yeah, trying to explain it to people who didn't have at least like an inkling of a knowledge over here overseas is like, you know what? No, man, just we can watch something else. We can. I'll watch. No, no. I got Game Pass. I'll watch the game later. We can do something else. Yeah. So Vigilante's not going to get fair representation here. Let's just be real about it. He's not, and he's not even a priority to be honest with you. So then let me go back to here. And I thought I was going to be able to record a couple of videos, but right now it's been a lot of like just still researching all the things Aquaman can do. So many things. Okay. Uh, Arena again. I got a bunch of arena tokens. I don't know why I'm hesitant. I got like 30 of them things. Yeah. So the problem is like the refreshes, but I guess I can just take on whoever. All right, let's go here. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I played all sports, but was ish at all of them except wrestling. Only thing I was ever good at back then. Yeah, I was okay at best. And okay is me trying to keep my self confidence up. I was not good at sports. I play a lot of sports now, exercising. I say exercise, but yeah, no, it's exercise, staying in shape, but it is fun. I love playing basketball. I love hooping. So much so that it's like I'm in my 40s now, and it's like I'm gonna have to like not play so intensively, and that's already happened in the last couple of years anyway, just naturally through stuff. Even though I'm from New Jersey, I'm a Phillies fan. College, Penn State, Villanova, local teams, but I also have like a lot of Florida teams, the Gators, Seminoles. My mom, I wanted to go to Florida State for college. My mom, that was the first time, that was the only college my mom vetoed. Was that because I was looking at Georgia Tech. My things were all over the place because I was like, I could do like computer animation. And so I was looking at the Savannah College of Art and Design. I wanted to do something with programming potentially. So I was looking at Georgia Tech, and Auburn had an okay like software engineering program at that time. And then it was Florida State, and it was like, why Florida State? Like, I don't know, it's Florida State. That's why. And I told my mom the schools, and she was like, no, Florida State. And I was like, well, she don't even apply. I'm not letting you go to Florida. Oh, I love you, mama. Rest in peace, mama. She would not even let me apply. Like, Florida State? No. No. She already knew what the problem was going to be. You're not going to Florida. Oh, Jesus. I'm not sure I understand the difference. Understand the difference between as long as I'm up in time to see the Saints. Oh, you're talking about the difference between like a catch and a yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you. Hear you. I agree. To trying to explain football to a person without knowing anything is very difficult. Oh, you mean maybe the difference? Maybe you meant there the difference between like defensive pass interference and defensive holding, like the difference there. If it's on a cornerback, is that what you mean? You didn't understand the difference? Um, Big deal running into big dudes doing a lot of shouting. That's funny. Somebody might say, what's the difference between sumo wrestling and they do? Well, no, but I mean, honestly, I have heard, like over here, I have heard like the sumo wrestler comparison because they see them as big people. And so then they're like, they must not be athletic. And it's like, okay, well, let me show you the combine. If you want to amaze a person who does not know football at all, show them the combine where you have a defensive end who is built like a giant running like a gazelle, and then they're just kind of wait, what? Their brains can't calculate it. Oh yeah, so defensive pass interference versus defensive holding is really just when the ball is in the air. If you come off the line, I think you get to jam up to 2 or 3 yards. You can jam the receiver at 2 or 3 yards, and then when they make their move, you're not allowed to like hold them, obviously, or whatever. You can hand fight, but you're not allowed to hold them. If you grab them in the moment that they're going into their break, let's just say go into the break because it's easier. So they're doing a 3-step. They're doing a 3-step slant inside, quick slant, 3 steps, cut in. If the DB is there, they can jam you at the line for like the first yard, let's say. You get your 3 steps, you plant your outside foot, you drive in, he grabs. If the ball isn't in the air at that point, 5-yard penalty, defensive holding. If the ball is in the air at the point, it becomes pass interference. That one. And that is one aspect of one play to explain to a person who doesn't know anything about football. Because the first thing I have to explain is, why is a guy bending over handing him the ball that way? Why can't the offensive lineman move at all? Like, why all he did was scratch his butt. Why did they lose 5 yards? Because he wasn't supposed to move. What? So they have to bend over and stay perfectly still? Yes. For a full second before the ball gets snapped. What? Oh, and they can move, but they're not allowed to take a step back, because then that indicates that they're going into a play. What? Yeah, so if they like stand straight up and, point out protections and everything, that's fine. But then when they get back down into their stance, they have to be set for 1 full second before they can snap the ball. But if they like rock backwards as if they're about to go into their action, then that could be a false start. What? Oh my God. Anyway, all right, so let's do something different before I have to get off this, because I do need to clean my apartment desperately. And I thought I was going to do a bunch of videos. It might be that I have to do a bunch of videos tomorrow. Or maybe later today, depending on how the day goes. I was going to go hoop today. I don't know. Something in me doesn't feel like it right now. And I think it's because I feel bad that my apartment is such a mess. I want to keep Pandora in. Let's remove these two. Because I'm having fun using Pandora in this way right now. Let's put in Zatanna for the crits and the lifesteal. That'll help her even more. There's so much you can do. And then this reduces, but he's a tank, so then I won't get that team synergy, right? So the team synergy that would come from the things I'm missing are the lifesteal, the extra superpower damage, defense bonus every time the buff is, so I'm missing that stuff, but I do get other benefits. Damage reduction when he is attacked, so that nobody gets hit too hard. Okay. And we can run you back there. That's fine. We run you up front. That is closer to the front. I really need to get Dr. Phosphorus to rank 8 to check it. Okay. In school, I played football. I played tight end, fullback, outside linebacker, defensive end, and one school sent me a scholarship for West. Okay, Mr. Mountaineer. But later in life, I got really good in basketball too. I played like junior high football for 1 year, moved to Switzerland, gave it a shot there. And other than just playing around with friends, pick up and stuff like that, pick up football. Did it for 1 year in Switzerland. It was fun, but I was very much like, I can't believe I played this sport. This is destroying my body. So yeah, I did it that 1 year, and then that was that. But I did have plenty of friends who played football. And then, of course, Madden kids. Depends on how deep you wanted to get into Madden. And I was even tempted to buy Madden again, like Madden 26. I was tempted to buy it Friday. And that's where it was the Marvel vs. Capcom or Madden, because I haven't played Madden in years. I think the last time I played Madden was Patrick Mahomes' second season. And so I was like, should I get Madden? It's like, nah, I'm very productive. I have a YouTube channel and everything. If I get Madden, there goes my day. My mom signed me up for football and age class above us as kids. So we would take one hit and never want to play again. Legendary move from mom, because I was about to say, mom signed you up? No. And then she was like, okay, cool. That was smart. That lady is intelligent. Oh, that's smart. Oh, that's a smart woman right there, dog. That is a smart woman right there. Signed him up 1 year above, let you get rocked by a linebacker and be like, I don't want to do this, mama. What do you want to do? We can play tennis. Put me on the basketball court. I'm hooping. Oh my god, that was smart. That's fun. That's a fun story. Between both sides of my family, mom's and dad's sides, we have lots of famous relatives who play sports. Oh, that's cool. Oh, Eric Allen, Marcus Allen, Christian Okoye. Wow. So you got the genetics then, dog. So you got the genetics to make Olympians. Yeah, it was baseball from there out. He took one hit and was like, I don't know if you guys know Bomani Jones from ESPN, where he does the day I decided to quit football or whatever, and people tell those stories. I wish they would do a collection of that podcast. I wish they did, because the stories behind people realizing like they shouldn't play football. Like, oh yeah, I was a linebacker in high school and a guy stiff armed me into the ground. That guy was Derrick Henry. And it's like, yeah, of course you did play football again. You tried to tackle Derrick Henry as a normal teenage boy and Derrick Henry as a man child, from the age of, I don't know, 8. Yeah, I wouldn't tackle a dadgum 8-year-old Derrick Henry. He would obliterate my face. But Marty's famous rant on the Falcons is my favorite thing ever. A man of the year getting caught with the day before the Super Bowl. Oh, that is too funny. That is too funny. Okay, here we go. And what is funny that I found out is that the twins, Tia and Tamara, are my cousins on my mom's side. That is cool. So you got all kinds of good genetics run through. You could be an actor or an athlete. Or you could do both and actually do a movie where the actor knows how to dribble or shoot a basketball. Because one of the most infuriating things ever, and that's one of the guys I like. That's the reason why I liked the I think he's Korean. I don't want to be like misspeak, but it is about a Korean family. From Kim's Convenience, that Korean guy does hoop. He hoops for real. And then they had a scene where he was playing basketball. I was like, oh, you know how to hoop for real. You're not one of the actors who like they taught how to dribble like 5 minutes before they turned on the camera. You can hoop. So like that infuriates me. That infuriates me. Or when they have like a football movie where it's like, that would never happen. I'm not a football expert, but let me tell you what wouldn't happen. That one right there. That's not a play. Nobody's fooled by that. Nobody's fooled by that. What did Jid say? Watch the flats. Like that no. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. Actually, I do love that part of the song. What was it? It wasn't Forever Story. No, it was on God Does Like Ugly. The last track. The one that's like a dedication to his fans. Because he does it every album. Love that album. But where he was like, he was trying to learn coverages, something, something. And he says, watch the flats. I see in my head a guy like pulling up free safety, tapping the middle linebacker on the butt because he sees something. And then just coming up and being like, yo. And then just pointing out then stepping back, pointing out and being like, hey, yo, watch the flats. I don't know why that makes me happy. I don't know why that makes me happy. It feels so stupid to hear, like, have in my head somebody being like, watch the flats makes me happy. Okay. Anyway, maybe I do I keep saying I don't like football as much as I used to. That might be me lying to myself. Okay, let's put you in here. And this is really testing like that whole Wonder Woman's gonna one-shot us thing. Can we recover? Facts, I do actually sing. I write songs, rhymes to all spiritual music, but not pursuing it as a career just, well, yeah, that's cool though. That's cool as hell. Not everything has to be about me. Like this is, and I'm trying to optimize making money with this channel or whatever, but this is more about fun anyway. If I was really trying to do like, I would be way more strict and way more structured in the stuff that I do on this channel in terms of streaming. Because I've been on stream for like 2.5 hours. I could have put out like 3 or 4 videos of stuff that I could put on YouTube. But no, I'm having fun chit-chatting. I might do one video coming up before I get out of here. And what's funny is I found out, need to rewatch. And yeah, okay, cool. So we survived. Wonder Woman has silence on her based on Judo Master. So Judo Master's here to neutralize her. I'm tempted to start this over, and as much as I was talking about not recording stuff, record this. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. Oh, I can't start it over. Okay, so Pandora falls immediately. Not good. Actually, what I may do. Yeah, see, now that I mentioned it, now I feel like I should record some videos. Seeing as how I have like a free day today. So let me go ahead and make a coffee and then I'll record some stuff. But yeah, no. It's more about the fun. Although I would argue that you're being more altruistic in your things. Mine is like this, doing this whole streaming and everything, this actually lifts up my spirits more than y'all's. So this is actually me cheating and being like, oh, no, no, no. I'm saying like it's uplifting, but it's uplifting me because it makes me happy streaming with you guys. So I really feel like I need to adjust these lights. Feels like I'm sitting in a Walmart when I look at myself on the thing. These lights are so harsh. And in fact, let me see. I could do this one adjustment. Let me see. Is it gonna be okay? Am I gonna be okay? Yeah, you can start to see the green screen in the back when I do that, can't you? Dadgummit. Trying to avoid that. Sorry, guys. Give me one sec. Yeah, I can see it in the back. Boo. Okay. Yeah, it's just better. I'm about to work on this setup a little bit more today. Feeling like, yeah, there we go, cozy daylight. All right, cool. We'll just stick with this for the moment. All right. I definitely enjoy everybody's conversation. That's what life is about. Meet, greet people, having fun. That's what I'm talking about. We have some great topics and great conversation. I love. Me too. It's fun. It's funny and it's fun. Oh, I said I was gonna make a coffee. See, I get caught up. All right, I'm gonna make a coffee. I'm gonna try to do some. This will be more like random content on Aquaman, trying him out. Um, in different scenarios. I have plenty of arena stuff, arena tokens, so I can try them out there multiple times. Um, I'm trying to think though. Anybody else? Okay, you know what? I'll think on it. What else I could be doing? But I'll just make like one Aquaman video. I don't, and this is a large part of this is because I won't be recording tomorrow. More likely than not, I won't be recording tomorrow or streaming tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how tonight goes. If I stay up too late watching Red Zone, then I won't be streaming tomorrow. But if I can get my butt in bed by 11, then it should be cool. All right, so we're gonna let that run. Be right back. Yeah, the bunks I think is something from the old developers, and I don't know that they're going to. I hope they work on them more, but I don't think they're making that a priority. Man, these lights are bright. Okay, or maybe I should push the lights back more because they are like right here on me. Honestly, a little bit of that wouldn't even be that bad. All right, anyway, I just unlocked the throne. I don't fully understand what is the best ones to use it on. The throne? You mean the artifact? Not the artifact, the reinforcement? Honestly, I just put it in because it adds vitality, so it helps with survivability. I think that's what you mean. I also don't know what the benefits are for. Yeah, okay, so we went there. I may be wrong. Oh yeah, well they sent a in that blog post, one of the few that they do, they sent out a message saying that Killer Frost and Firestorm are going to be unlocked pretty soon. So I said that whole Aquaman thing wasn't going to happen anytime soon, and I was wrong about that. So I could be wrong. Maybe Killer Frost and because I thought that they would come out like Q1 next year, but maybe they're coming out before the end of this year. I don't know. I could be. I have no confidence in that now. Maybe the next few months. Okay, so never noticed before, but the top players in your arena actually seem to be similar power levels. The difference in power level between number 1 and 2 in my league is goes from 32 million to 18. Damn. What is our power level here? Kraken is at 27 million. Yeah, 23 million. Yeah. Well, it might be that I started before global release. Napo, where's Napo at? 27. That I started before global release, so we all got on similar servers, and then when global release happened, they probably. What is my power level at? What are we looking at? Where am I at? Oh, little 15 million. All right. So that might be it. That we were on servers that were for the previously prior to global release. All right, so we're gonna try to record something here. Let's see. Actually, it's only when I sit up that close. Maybe I need to push the lights back on my desk. If I move this, why am I doing this on the stream? You guys don't care about this part. Guess that's okay. Whatever, dog. All right. So. All right, so now start recording. Coming in 3, 2. Aquaman is a problem. Aquaman is a problem. Aquaman is the. This is what I said on stream, and I have to say it now. Is like Aquaman is the Netflix of DC Worlds Collide. Basically, he does so much stuff. You have so many options. For me, at least, I get paralyzed in trying to choose what characters to run with him. Like Netflix. Let's find a movie to watch. 3 hours later, we found a movie, but now it's 11 o'clock. I got to go to sleep. I got work in the morning. Let's get to the video. Where his tier 0 on this? Why is that? I thought he was already tiered up. Oh, it's not? Oh, well, we auto enhance this one anyway, though. Get it up. All right, so back. All right, so here we go. All right, coming in. Wow, that is a big gap of space there. Shouldn't there be something right here? Anyway, coming in 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravity here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, I am going to do just several different battles using Aquaman in different scenarios. I am still trying to do my best to figure out. There isn't a best combination. The only best combination is put Mera next to him. Other than that, there isn't like a best team so far for me. What I have been doing is trying to basically simplify his kit for myself to try to help me understand what I can do with him next. So we're going to go in at this team. Now, everything is open for me when I'm using him for the most part. So I'm going to remove all of them. Now, when I go to Aquaman's kit, and when I say like try to simplify it, what I have been doing on stream for the last 2 hours and 30 minutes, 47 minutes, is I have been breaking down his passives to help me decide who I want to put him with. So here in this passive, frostbite is the thing. Now, granted, you need special circumstances for it to happen. It's not a lot, but it is something. So frostbite is there. Plus, he does put out frostbite on his basic attack anyway. So he wants to run with frostbite if possible. Okay, cool. Then you have here where it is the sacrifice mechanic. Whatever the case may be, forget it. Sacrifice. That's what I'm thinking about. Everything else is fine. I can put sacrifice with him and they're going to do some fun stuff. Fine. Here, this is not a nothing passive, but I'm not considering much out of this passive because it's amazing, it's great, but it doesn't have any kind of gate of I need this character or that character or this character or that character. This is just good for everybody. The only thing about this is where Mera comes in. Fine. But other than that, it is, I know that I'm going to get these 15% heals. I know I'm going to get the strong attack. So that's where I'm trying to like break down the passives. Sacrifice and frostbite can be the main focus in terms of who I'm running him with for like the next level of optimizing his abilities. But you can run him with, based on these things in his passive, you can run him with anyone. Next is the shelter stuff, which is exhaustion, which I think exhaustion is, it decreases damage. The shelter and exhaustion decrease damage, period. Not physical damage, not superpower damage, period. So this is good for everybody. You see what I mean by like it's kind of hard to find a spot for him. So as I go into this sacrifice team, for example, where's my Weasel at right now? I think I only have Weasel at rank 6. I couldn't do that here anyway. It's 3.5 million. So let's go ahead and get into, I have been running Judo Master a lot lately. I would much rather have Wonder Woman here for Judo Master as opposed to on the left. The plus side, and maybe I can show it here, is that putting Judo Master here would be a death wish with Wonder Woman over there normally. And I'm going to say this, and it probably won't work, and it's going to be embarrassing. It's going to suck. I'm going to put, what's his face? Peacemaker in there. Cool. And now what I would say, you guys know, she is going to go off. Wham. He's agile, so he has a trait disadvantage. He'll fall. If not, super low health. Aquaman coming in to give him School of Fish will protect him from the next attacks until hopefully, I'm going to put in Kid Flash because Kid Flash. Although Pandora does fit here, and what I may do is, in terms of the sacrifice thing, I'm going to put in Pandora. Let's do that. Let's mix it up. If you guys have watched this channel, you see how much I use Kid Flash all the time. So let's mix it up a little bit. And next is going to be, I need another anti-hero to activate the team synergy from Judo Master. So I'm going to lean towards the Bride. You could put Vigilante in, that's fine. You could put Red Hood in, that's fine. However, they're all agile already, and I'm still worried about Wonder Woman because he does protect you if your health gets low. However, he does not revive you if you die. So I need to be a little bit more careful about that. The plus side about his ultimate to me is that it only costs 2. I can plop it like further back and be fine with it because it's putting out exhaustion and it's putting out shelter, which is reducing that damage, right? But I'm going to put the Bride as 3rd and then him as 4th. Maybe this is good. Maybe this is terrible. We're about to find out. We are definitely punching up, and I'm really worried about her. Okay. But this is just experimenting. I'm recording my R&D right now because I've been doing this for a minute on the stream. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff to share. There is a lot of stuff to share. Man, I really wish Wonder Woman was... Oh, I forgot about the Ocean Master factor. That's dumb on my part. Okay, so we take a hit. Pandora. Thank you for healing up Pandora. We appreciate that. Let me get this spoon out of my coffee. So you won't hear that bell noise in the background of the microphone. Now, here's one thing that I would consider what I've put in. Oh, and I don't know if I can consider it in that way. All of the stuff that Ocean Master's doing right now in terms of the weekend and everything, this would probably be a perfect spot to slot in Mr. Terrific to toss those debuffs back. So he's kept Pandora alive to the point of where now she has shield, she has her hard hit, she has shelter, she has cloak. Like, she's good. She is good to go for a little bit. So Wonder Woman's attack is not as devastating as it could have been. So Pandora's going to probably heal up the Bride a little bit here. Yep, there she goes. The sacrifice didn't do nearly as much damage as it would have. Ocean Master would have finished her off there if it hadn't been for the fact that the sacrifice from Pandora is reduced by Aquaman's passive. One of his passives. Now, this isn't a winning team, I don't think, but I think you guys get my point. Oh, there we go. Peacemaker gets up under there. Okay, cool. And Aquaman gets his back as well because it's level 3, I want to say, on this now, or level 2 on this ability. All right, so the Bride will send everybody at them. So the problem here is we're not doing any damage. It would be nice if Judo Master popped off a little bit more. So we have the exhaustion that's going to go out. I mean, their hits aren't going to do as much damage up front. Uh-oh, Pandora fell. There goes our heals. All right, so what I'm going to do now is... I wish I could replay this team. Wish I could play him again. Okay, right back to it. Ooh, this was that team, right? This was that team. All right, so let's not be cute. Let's see what I would do with Aquaman if I'm really trying to not experiment and hammer and beat them. Mr. Terrific would go because of that passive, removing the weaken and sending it back. He would probably go pretty early in the order. I could put my own Wonder Woman in because the thing is right now he's so good that it's just put in who you want and then see how it fits. Kid Flash for the School of Fish. He does heal. That 15% is nice. Is not, great. Well, not good enough for it to be the only thing that you rely on. Put it that way. Next would be Superman DCU or Batman. Superman DCU running up front would be better because he has that invulnerability from this. So he'll get invulnerable twice, theoretically, with Aquaman next to him. We could run Wonder Woman, Mr. Terrific, because we want to get those weekends off of us from Ocean Master as soon as possible, and then Kid Flash. So let's see how this performs. Ooh, Superman DCU over, just because it goes more often, over Aquaman. I might even be able to put Kid Flash in the 4th position because he is going to be healing, just not nearly as much. And so does, well, no, he won't be healing because he doesn't have his team synergy. All right, here we go. But we're going to get our... Oh, actually, we might get our ultimates off before they do. So our Wonder Woman may cause a problem for them first because of Kid Flash having the Philosopher's Stone on him, the artifact. Okay. So continue to get weakened on us. Wonder Woman's going to pop off here. We're going to get our Wonder Woman in School of Fish. Cool. And oh yeah, Superman DCU gets School of Fish. So this is what I mean by he's gonna get invulnerable twice because now he has it to protect him, get him healed up by Kid Flash, whatever. And then later on when he hits 0, what's in his kit is that invulnerable. So now we can get another heal out there onto Wonder Woman. Can we do it? Oh no, because the team synergy didn't go. That's right. That's fine though. If we can get to another turn from Kid Flash, Wonder Woman should be good. All right. So, oh, and the mirrors. I forgot about the mirrors. The mirrors that I love. I think I even maxed out the mirrors. This will probably is one of my favorite artifacts, and I think it's rare. I don't even think it's like it's not epic. I think it's a rare artifact, and it's one of the best in the game to me. Okay, so we put the exhaustion out there, shelter. Do they not have? Okay, they kind of have a healer in Zatanna, kind of, but not for real though. All right, so yep, there we go. School of Fish. And I would love for Mr. Terrific to send these debuffs back over there. And this should take out Nightwing. Cool. One down. His invulnerable is up. So we were taking damage there. But Ocean Master, no, sir. And the one who has the most block, which is Nightwing, or should do. Well, no. Blue Beetle's block might be pretty high up there as well. Heal him, Kid Flush. Heal him. There we go. And then we put the exhaustion and the shelter out there. I might have been incorrect in doing it this way because the exhaust and the shelter does reduce the damage that they can do to you. So that might have been better in terms of sustainability. Okay, there goes Blue Beetle. Let's heal. Can we heal Aquaman up one more time? That'd be nice. And there goes more exhaust, more. Did we get shelter? No, we didn't. We get it on his turn. Uh-oh, Aquaman's about to fall. Oh, no. That went fast. When it fell quick. When it fell quick. All right. Do we still have James over there? Can we fight him again? Oh, no, not elite. Regular arena. Can we still go at him? Nah, he's not there anymore. I'll take on this one. And then we'll try a completely different team. All right, so okay. Uh-oh. You guys know what happens when I see the Flash. He does work tremendously well with Ocean Master and what's his face? Nightwing. Half of me is tempted to put Mera in there, but I'm not gonna. But we already know what the business is here. Flash is gonna do his thing. Bye-bye, Flash. He dies immediately. Let's see. There is one thing where it says if he goes off on his ultimate, everybody retaliates. Who has that in their kit? I just read it recently. It may be Exhaust. Somebody had that in their kit, and I cannot remember who it was. I've been doing a lot of videos lately, folks. I cannot remember who that was, but somebody had it in their kit where if you get attacked, chat, can you help me out? Maybe. If you get attacked from an ultimate, the first ultimate, everyone retaliates on you. And I thought it might have been Aquaman, but I guess not. HP drops below, fish, yep. Nowhere to go, School of Fish, gotcha. Allies for their devotion, health. They immediately heal for that percent. Okay, cool. But yeah, so I read it somewhere. Is it on his badge, maybe? I doubt it. I cannot remember who had that in their kit. It's going to bug me now. I feel like it was a newer character. That is really going to bug me now. Okay. Anyway, so now going back to this, let's use Zatanna. Let's see if Zatanna's sustain is we're punching down here a good bit, so Zatanna is going to be enough, or should be, unless I do this completely wrong. Or we can go with the sacrifice team. Let's try to have some fun with Dr. Phosphorus. After this battle. After this battle, we're going to try to use Dr. Phosphorus and the Bride. Weasel's only ranked 6, so I don't know if he's going to really be able to contribute. And we could run Mera. Running Mera, when we get the buffs, if I put her up here, that means, because I can still put Nightwing back here and it's still fine. AoE attack damage, multiple attacks, but still AoE, AoE, shields, front row. I could put Mera in the front, so when she gets any buffs, they double up on him. Let's switch your positions slightly. Oh, and then this puts our power level more in line with theirs, so it should be a more even battle. Okay, so let's see how this goes. We will be doing that a lot. Her Zebo armor is a passive thing. Judo Master. Judo Master could. Oh, that's right. That is the newer character that had that retaliate when there's the AoE attacks. But is it not part of his team synergy? Yeah. In addition, all allies perform a counterattack with 100%. Yeah, you're right, Judo Master. Thanks, Brad. I appreciate you. Yeah, about that. I'm gonna run it like this first, though. I'm gonna run this one first, and then I'll try that later with Judo Master. But I forgot about that. Okay, here we go. He's going. I guess we want the fragile and the shelter out more often. Mera. I mean, she hits harder than Nightwing. Okay, so let's see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I'm really thinking that Aquaman is S plus tier. He's on the level of Wonder Woman. There are all those blocks, and this is where we work Flash. Hit him twice. And then that weaken out there weakens the Wonder Woman. We like to see it. Zebo armor, recuperate, and you see should be 4 strong attacks over. Yeah, 4 crits over there on Aquaman. He has 2 strong attacks because Mera has 1. It's just huge benefits. And then retaliate again against the Flash. Oh, and I did put that 10% block piece on Mera. I have a calm that was a block percentage piece, but that was a lower level epic calm. I think it was either epic or epic 1. I ranked it up a little bit, put 10% on there because if I am going to run them with Ocean Master a little bit, especially in these scenarios where she's like rank 6 and not very strong, the block is nice to have for more retaliations. But I am trying to, because you guys, if you've seen this channel, you know, I talk about Ocean Master way too much. I am trying to actively find other combinations that are not just Ocean Master, Nightwing, and then 3 folks. So, but in this scenario, block did make a lot of sense, especially since she's not exactly ranked up. Okay. And then the last one I'll do after this will be the Bride with the Creature Commandos and maybe somebody else from Burn. But then I'll have to find a team that's a lot lower level, I think, for the matchup to happen. Okay, so Ocean Master stunned. This is a problem for our chances of victory. However, we get the exhaustion out there. That's cool. They're going to hit us less on that front row at least. Lex is about to fall. Peacemaker's about to fall. The lifesteal from the Frantics are doing their damn thing alongside Aquaman's healing us for 15%. So this put us in a good way. Now we try the sacrifice, not Constantine. No. Because also, in case you didn't know, that whole 15% HP that gets taken from characters during Constantine being on the field is not counted as sacrifice. Just like when Weasel bites Bride, that's not considered a sacrifice. Lower level team, because I'm using lower level characters. So now this is where the sacrifice part comes in. Boop, boop, boop. What's his face? Dr. Phosphorus sacrifices 10% of his HP on his basic. So then that becomes 2.5% when we're looking at the 75% healing that Aquaman is going to do. Still another flash there. Then Weasel, whom I do not know Weasel's kit like that for real. Got to be honest. Oh, who I haven't even taken up to rank 6 yet. He's still rank 5. Team synergy is going to be that. So at the start of battle, the front row ally with the highest max HP becomes Weasel's buddy. Weasel can only deal 1% damage. Nibble. Okay, so we want that. Physical attack. Fine, we want that. Gloms onto the first row. This attack cannot crit or defeat allies, etc. Drops below 80%. All of his attacks inflict 1 stack of bleed. Okay. So let's see. We'll put Weasel in there for now. I should probably take him rank 6, but we'll put him in there for now as we look through. So we have enough for his synergy to go. And now I want another healer, because there's a lot of sacrifice and hurting each other on this team. All right. So there's that. Are we looking good? Let's go for the ultimate order. Should Dr. Phosphorus be first in that? Should he be second? Maybe that's the order. Truth be told, I should probably I want to put another burn character out there, but okay. Let's see how this works. So yeah, he sacrifices on his basic attack. Every time he uses his basic, he's sacrificing. But then that means he's not going to necessarily lose that much health because of how Aquaman is performing. I really built this team around what I wanted and did not even look at the other team to try to match up. This might be a problem where I lose. But yeah, Aquaman is totally busted. He is OP and I love it. All right, so here comes the first attack. Cool. Don't know if that's good or not, because I'm still learning Dr. Phosphorus. Like this whole thing with Aquaman and Mera has shifted everything I'm doing away from Dr. Phosphorus and Weasel, which I do have enough to take them both rank 7. I think Dr. Phosphorus already is rank 7. But instead of taking them rank 8 like next week, which I could do, I'm going to go ahead and get Mera up to rank 8 as fast as possible. Absolutely as fast as possible. Because at this point right now, she is this good next to him at rank 5 and rank 6. So if she's at rank 8 where she can actually survive and get some things done, forget it. Forget it. Okay, so trying to watch here. Hey, go faster. So it's going to get around to his turn. Okay, so he just put up the School of Fish. Kid Flash, doing it for Dr. Phosphorus. It's funny, Dr. Phosphorus would be laying down burns and frostbite at the same time. That'd be hilarious. Okay. So we're protected against all this stuff. Go a little bit faster than that. Like, man. Weasel takes his attack. Okay, so that was not the I'm gonna bite you attack. Okay. If nothing else, Dr. Phosphorus is lasting for a minute because he has not taken a turn in a while. So he's using, okay, so here we go. How much of the burns are actually stacked on him? Not that many. 4. So Aquaman goes, everybody gets a little bit of heal. Ooh, ouch. There we go. Oh, Kid Flash, or not Kid Flash. Flash is doing his business against Dr. Phosphorus is probably going to fall pretty soon. Which is kind of funny because he's in rank 7 and Weasel's rank 8, or Weasel's rank 5. But it is what it is. It's fine. All right. So, as I said before, oh, Raven. Thank you guys for watching. There's going to be more video. There's so much stuff I need to do just to learn him. There's just so much stuff. Ain't enough hours in the day. Ain't enough hours in the day. Jeez, they've healed back up. It's only turn 6, though. Let me speed this back up now. Now that we see, well, let me check on his basic real quick. So, oh, there goes Dr. Phosphorus. Dadgummit. Oh, and there goes Aquaman. Okay, we didn't make it. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep playing around just so you guys know. Aquaman to me is still OP. I just got to find the right spot for him. I got to find the right spot for him. And the right teams for him, the right constructs around him. But truth be told, it feels like the other teams need to work. That he's doing what he does, and he doesn't need anything extra. He just needs you to make the rest of the team do well. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Okay, there's one video that I may not even release because I didn't feel great about it. But to you guys, thank you for joining me. I've been procrastinating. I need to clean my house. I need to clean it, and I want to go hoop later, so that means I need to clean it now. But thank you guys for joining me. It has been fun. I noticed with some of the higher ranked players, they have silver star levels. I don't know if I see that in the patch notes. What you mean silver stars, like in terms of on the characters? That's just rank 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you have the yellow stars that are ranks 1 through 5, red is 6 through 10, and then the silver stars are ranks 11 through 15. All right, so thank you guys for